He's got a potion. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with it.
Yeah, that was rapey.
He's got a potion. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with
I'm
it.
gonna say it. Yeah, I was.
We find a love
Oh.
potion that makes somebody
He's
got a potion. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with it.
I'm gonna
And
say
he
it. Yeah, I
tells us
was.
a lie about what it is,
Oh.
and he pockets it. Somebody's got a
He's
potion. I don't know what the fuck he's doing with it.
I'm gonna
And
say it.
he
Yeah, I
tells us
was.
a lie about what it is,
Oh.
and he pockets it. Somebody's got a potion. I don't know what the fuck he's
Being
doing with
creepy.
it.
I'm gonna say it.
And
Yeah, I was.
he tells us a lie about what it is,
Oh.
and he pockets it. Somebody's got a
I mean, he
potion. I
did
don't
make
know what the
a-
fuck
he
he's
did
doing
make
with
a
it.
potion.
And he
Yeah,
tells
I
us a
was.
lie.
But
And he did. Yes.
Ophelia
Oops.
and Miri need to watch out. Don't drink anything from Elric.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Miri, you missed Tuesday, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm giving her the lowdown. Except no drink products from Elric.
He found a love potion. Told us it was all just like, I don't know, a healing potion
A
or
sleeping
some shit.
potion.
A sleeping potion.
I rolled a love potion, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing Rhea is of the Feywild and doesn't trust anybody else's food and drink out already.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday was a little awkward.
We also have
killed the
3 bags
wyverns.
of holding.
Yeah, we
I've
got
never
3
seen a
bags of
group with
holding
so
now.
many bags of holding.
At
We got
level
4 of
3?
those over to this timeline. I guess
Yeah.
we're all set now, but for a while we were really hurting for.
We got
Yeah.
the Wednesday group. The Wednesday group still doesn't have one. Send it over there.
Ophelia basically got Clank
Well-
got his wish list item, and it was a bag of holding, and then
Yeah,
we found another bag of
we
holding.
rolled.
So I got Clank's.
I
Clank's
rolled
wish
one
list
for
item.
the normal random find, and then we rolled one on someone's wish list. Which
Yeah.
I think you said you forgot to update that or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got the second bag of holding 5 minutes before we got the third.
Oh,
But-
well, yeah. Then you could've
But
done both.
it's a really valuable tool, so I'm good with it. Unless you're willing to
Yeah.
give me a plus
It
3
lets us be
all-purpose tool.
strategic.
One of those
It lets us
jerk
be really
DMs that
strategic.
doesn't just let you carry like 1,000 pounds on you.
You can't just give him. You can't just
Every
give him an
magic
all-purpose
item.
tool.
You can't just pull out like an arsenal of weapons whenever.
And
Well,
I
technically,
appreciate
3
it.
of us can now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been noticing every.
So
dude,
when you say the
And then-
third, that's when you say 3 bags of holding. Is none of those are infusion?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and Uvlo finally died in the Wednesday game.
Oh no!
Yep.
What? Why did you kill
He was-
Uvlo?
He was making a good run there.
He was.
He was our like.
He died
He
last
was our-
night.
Scientist.
Why? How did he die?
Shit hit the fan in Candle. You missed it.
Eric,
Oh,
it's because you
no.
weren't there.
It
I was gonna
yeah,
ask if
it's
Otto
'cause,
is still a part of the Grey Wanderers.
Actually, I
Uh,
retired Otto.
Otto, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, because I
He
was
was-
just looking at the
he was
party
a
and I didn't
weird-
see Otto in there anymore.
Yeah, he was a weird experiment that
The
I got tired
plus
of.
31 to perception wasn't worth it.
it wasn't plus 31. His passive perception was 31,
Yeah, he
which
could,
is still amazing, but it wasn't plus 31.
he could perceive the fourth dimension. Started seeing through different worlds.
But he couldn't do anything else. Like, he saw everything, but he couldn't do anything.
Hey, he's been maxed. He knew he was very good at doing one thing, spotting stuff.
He just realizes he's a puppet being controlled by somebody else from another universe.
He starts to see the player characters or the players.
I think that
What's
I
going
think
on?
Lou Matt, I want you to know, I think Lou killed Uvlol yesterday because we were about to set him up with his own lab in
Oh yeah.
Candle so he could start making stuff.
Oh, he did have his lab. He was built, and you know what he was making? No, wait, it wasn't a bag of holding. It
Goggles
was-
of the night.
Yeah, it was goggles of the night for someone. And he was one day
Yeah,
away
but
from
you know,
finishing
we can't have our own artificer cranking out items back home. So Lou had to have
That's-
Candle invaded.
That is not why Candle was invaded. It wasn't just
your
kill
crew would
Uval.
become too overpowered.
It was to
Miri.
kidnap someone, which we'll discuss on Wednesday next week.
Mary
gonna be
Elric
Scarlet.
also was trying to.
Actually was
he tried
Scarlet.
taking the bag of holding. He tried taking all of the essence we found, and he finally got his scale mail. But like every time there was an item, he's like, "Oh, I want that! I want that! I want that!"
Who?
And it was like taking the potions. Elric.
Oh.
Before Clank was just like, "No, I'm giving this to Ophelia," and he's like, "But okay."
So real quick, I think Malin said he's running late. Do we want to wait for him, or should we just get going? I would say we could just get going, but I'm fine waiting if you guys want.
Cool.
No, let's just get going. We'll do the recap and everything else.
Alright. So, do I have my stream going? I do. Okay. So this week... Or my notes. Uslog, you would be scribe duty if you're okay with that.
I am definitely okay with that.
And Valaman, you are the previous scribe. Do you want to give us a quick recap?
Yes. So after we followed the fire giant, we continued to track him further into the mountains. We found an abandoned camp that seemed to have some dwarven crates that appeared to have been stolen by the giants. As we left that ruined camp, or the remnants of that camp, we saw smoke from the distance. The group decided to investigate the smoke and discovered a dwarven-held fortress named Fort Grindor. We talked with some of the dwarves, such as Grimdor Ironside, but his name changed the second time, so I don't know what his name actually is. After talking to him, we soaked in an invigorating pool that gave us bonuses. We found out some more about the area and got to meet the leader, Kroger, and talk to him about his book collection, and then Hohenheim proceeded to have an awkward conversation about the war and who was on what side. After that, we headed out to track the fire giant again, and we found that fire giant had arrived at a cave with 5 other fire giants. After much deliberation, the group decided to lay in wait above the cave entrance, and after a couple days, the fire giant we beat up, and one other one, went out on a hunt, and we quickly followed and proceeded to beat the crap out of them before they could even retaliate, and that is where we left. Well, it's Brober, it's not Grimdor. If you look at the stream, he was initially called Grindor, but he is Brober.
Grober.
Wasn't the fort called Grimdor? I thought the fort was Grimdor. Maybe I missed.
Well, we had Grindor for the fort, but then when we first talked to him, he introduced himself as Grimdor Ironside, and then it changed to Brober.
Oh, well, maybe I misspoke then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Brober,
all
right.
Ironside.
So it is the 66th of winter at 10 a.m. Is everyone familiar with my changes to inspiration and story points?
Yeah, sure.
I think
Pretty
everyone.
much, yeah.
Alright, just wanted to make sure. Because I think everyone was there on Tuesday except for Carly, so I wasn't sure if you knew.
And Mary.
And
Yeah,
Mary. But
yeah.
Mary-
I haven't played since they've changed it, so I might still
Wasn't it
need
Mary's
some
idea?
reminders.
No,
It was
Mary's
not my idea.
She told Lou, and Lou was like, "Yeah, you're so smart, Mary," and that's what he did. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it happened.
Do I have that kind of power? I need to be exercising it if I do.
No, it's usually
You said it while you're all
Usually,
stoned on NyQuil.
it's usually the other way around. I'll make a change, and Mary's like, "I hate this," and I'm like, "Too bad."
No, I think with this particular some of your changes I've told you I hate.
Yeah.
But no, with this particular one I don't think it really affects my characters too much.
No, I don't think it. Well, I mean, no one's built around story points. It's more just to stop spamming of story points and to kind of encourage them to be used in other ways, which I'm still coming up with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a character that totally just needs story points to survive.
New challenge.
That's called a bad character. It's like, I can't
Not
survive
unless you
without
volunteer to be
inspiration.
scribe every week.
He's a
Yeah,
bard. There you go.
Become a scribe.
try to be scribe and just be silly so you can always get MVP rewards.
Fuck you. I'll be a bard. I'll inspire myself.
Well, that's a different type of inspiration. But anyway. Alright, I guess we'll hop back in. And I'll just poof out your sixth player for now.
Did we kill the second one?
You killed one of them. You haven't killed both.
Yeah,
I think
just
we're
one.
still
The
killing
other's
off the other one.
really bad. I think.
Still. Oh,
Alright.
yeah, and we left on my turn.
Yeah, so it was Hohenheim's turn. I think, yeah, you have not acted yet, so what do you want to do?
Well, this motherfucker's still just paralyzed, right? He's still being held, so.
As far as you know, yeah.
As far as I know. Well, I guess. Let me see. I guess I'm just gonna. Is there like? So hypothetically, Lou, I just need to know this. I'm not gonna do it, but if I wanted to like shape water around somebody that's paralyzed's head, would that do anything?
Well, it would take them a while to die because they can hold their breath up to their con bonus. So I mean, if you sat there for like I don't know what are these guys, 50 rounds, so 5 minutes, then like at some point he'd die, start to drown.
Okay.
But I don't think your spell lasts that long.
I don't think so.
So
I
is
don't
his
know.
head
Good
smaller
question.
than 5 feet?
But if you
Yeah.
shape the water inside his lungs, that's a completely different game.
Well, I don't think you can do an area you can't see generally,
Oh, okay.
but I have to look at shaped water.
I'm gonna firebolt. Just throw off a little cantrip since he can't do anything. Is it not Lincoln?
Alright, so you hurl a firebolt. Yeah, that would strike him. He would take no damage from it, though.
Oh.
Fire giant. Oh.
Oh, well, that was dumb.
That was dumb. There you
That's
go,
a
Hoey. We
turn.
fired the fire giant.
Where's my...
I
who, has
just
the,
go-
who has the sound effects? Where's the wah-wah?
He's not gonna do that to himself.
Oh, yeah, that's him. Never mind. There it is.
Well, that's all I do. I go, aw.
Alright.
Just look back and
Oh, and
him.
hug dog.
Aw.
Alright, so
It's
that's
okay.
it for you. Like, no one saw that. Gnome. Bottom of the... Well, almost bottom of the round.
I'm gonna throw a mind sliver on that dude. Or try to.
Alright. Hurl a mind sliver at him. This one
One's
he will
gonna
not automatically fail. Unlike,
But he's stupid.
but he doesn't seem all that intelligent. But he does
Ooh.
fail, being hit for 9 psychic. And that will actually
Minus
wound him.
1d4 on the saving throw. Does he get a saving throw each turn?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. And then, I think I'm riding Carl, unless he's somewhere else.
Yeah,
I
Carl
guess-
is on top of you or underneath or whatever.
Cool, then
Carl's
I'll
riding
dismount
Chomsky.
Carl.
and tell Carl to run forward and punch.
Yeah, you can keep him next to you if you want. I'll know
Cool.
that you're on top of him. Alright, so
Cool.
for Carl's turn, he rushes up, doing his force blast. And just FYI, you can highlight both tokens and then use drag or arrow key to move them.
Cool. I was staying back. Carl's moving forward.
I thought you were on top of him.
I dismounted.
Oh, okay. 18 will strike. Just barely. Blasting him for 7 force. The
Aha.
fire giant goes. He will attempt a wisdom save. 16, I think, is going to fail.
Carl's punch would do an extra 3.
Radiant damage with the Crusader's mantle.
Okay. So that is it for him. Still paralyzed. Valaman.
All right.
Question, is the camera shifting working okay for everyone? Because I know some of my other games were complaining that it was shifting them off the map.
I haven't had
it's
an
working
issue
fine
with
for
that.
me.
Also, why can no one use Q right, no matter how many times? You
This
just-
is
you-
right.
You press it once, you don't hold it. You just put like a billion waypoints down.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Alright, so you rush up,
20
slashing at
art.
him. Yeah. Roll 20 Q art. You have advantage. 28 will strike, and that will crit.
Okay.
It's gonna crit.
Yeah, because he's paralyzed.
Double.
So an extra D8 to that. So
Ooh.
18 on the first hit. Plus
With a
1,
key
19.
point on the stunning strike.
He's already stunned or paralyzed.
Do you want to try to stun him as well? Alright, sure. So you spend a key
Yeah.
point to try to stun.
Correct.
That is a con save, which he is considerably better at. I think 18 makes it.
That fails. It is a DC 19.
Oh, alright. Well, now he's stunned and paralyzed.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you buffed out your wisdom.
Yeah. So second strike. 20 should connect.
Yep.
7 on the bludgeoning. Burning another key point for flurry of blows.
I need the crit damage first. Also, Miri,
Oh,
you are
crit.
doing crit damage as well.
Oh,
So
and a
6,
7.
7, 13. I need one more D8. Oh, 7. So 20 damage. And
Okay.
Flurry will do 2 more attacks.
Lou, I
Okay.
did 3 and 1 on the first, and then 3 and 2 on the second. Or no, sorry, 2 and 4
4
on
and
the
2.
second.
Yeah,
Okay, next hit. 18 should hit.
just barely.
6. And another D8.
Alright.
Oh,
So 20
Fourth hit.
will bring him down.
okay.
Nice.
And the
Never mind on the
Giants
fourth hit.
are down. What do you want to do?
Val is panting hard at this point. Guys, I could really use a short rest. That was a heck of a fight, and I appreciate you all, but guys, I am like ready to check out. I need short rest.
A little cat
I
nap.
can
Mm-hmm.
I can keep going.
Let's,
If we want to loot the bodies real quick,
yeah.
I'm gonna take. We could take our short rest and loot the bodies. That'd be really cool with me.
All right.
We might want to, yeah, if we're going to hang around, find a spot where we're not so out in the open. I'm not sure if they'll come looking for their hunters.
I think we might be
I
safe
wouldn't
enough
think
for
in
an
an
hour.
hour. I mean, we
Yeah.
just chased them down. I mean, they were still in the act of going hunting, and we just downed them in 2 rounds.
All right.
Arapel never even swung, never even hit these guys. So he's only
Right.
expended one. He's only expended one spell slot.
Yeah,
I only expended 1 spell slot as well for that twinning hold monster.
right. And Val, on the other hand, burned 7 key points, but I will get all of my key points back on a short rest. So that makes
They're
him
all
really
stunned.
good about, continuing to roll off of a short rest.
They're all
I
stunned
did
the whole
waste
time, and
my
you're like,
chromatic
blast 'em!
infusion.
Oh yeah.
Um,
All right. So you're gonna try to take a rest here.
think
we
we're
do
looting
have
as
my
well.
rope magic as well. If we want to hide.
Oh, that's a great idea. Your little hidden nook was very comfortable. I would love to take a cat nap in there, Master Chomsky.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There are animals that could be a threat. You doubt the giants will come looking for their people, since
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
not
a
that
hunt
short.
a hunt would generally
Take time.
take time. So
Cool.
Uh,
Then I'm fine not hopping
What
in.
are-
So
What
We go
skills
back
needed?
after short rest and watch cave again.
Yeah.
what skills are needed to harvest these guys?
Giants or nature. Or alchemy, of course. If you wish to try to get some giant essence. Or fire giant essence, to be more precise. So, quick
I am not nature
search of
proficient.
them. You would find they have a couple of things on them. First thing, I'm assuming you're not taking their armaments because they are ridiculously big.
I mean, we would
no.
check them out, but yeah, probably not unless they look interesting. 27.
Okay, so for their essence, taking the 2 minutes, you would get... So instead of GP, I'm using Majo for measuring the power of essence and components. I'm shopping around for good, fantasy names to measure magical strength. I thought Majo is one I'm using for now.
Is that better than Essence, or are we going to switch that in
It's the
Tuesday's?
same.
It
It's
is.
just not measured in gold now. It's measured in Majo.
It would probably be 180 Majo of Fire Giant Essence is how I should have typed it. So it is still Fire Giant Essence, but instead of GP, it's just Majo. So that was the essence.
Cool. It is recorded.
So you took that in the party treasury.
Yes.
You would also find one of them has a pouch with 2 rubies in it.
Ooh.
Does anyone? Well, I would say probably
Solomon picks up the 2 rubies
intelligence
and puts them
would,
up to his eyes.
Yeah, intelligence or
thinking the
like
same thing.
gem cutting would probably, or gem like knowledge or gem cutter's tools would tell you how much they're worth.
Gem
I
cutter's
actually
tools,
might
you
have
say?
that.
You see Chomsky pull out his all-purpose tool and it turns into gem cutting tools.
Oh,
Little.
you don't have to use the tool. You just make a check with intelligence. It would be using your knowledge of gems and jewels, which I guess is kind of reflected in the tool. But with an 18, you would guess these are probably worth around 150 each. So, who's taking those?
Solomon
I can put them in the bag.
After
he's
seeing
throwing the
Valaman
group party.
pull them up to his eyes, I just want to mimic him and do the same thing real quick.
Yeah,
before
right.
we
Like
go.
it sounds like fun. If you've
I'm
worked
like,
hard for it, play a
"Oh."
little. Val's all about that. Work hard, play harder.
You said 150 each?
Yeah, each
Yes.
ruby's worth about 150 GP.
Cool, perfect.
And yeah, that is about all you find on them. So we're attempting.
So they were hunting with great swords?
They were throwing rocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were just trying to smash little animals and then probably drag them back.
Little being
had
like
they
an
caught
elk or a
anything?
moose for them.
They hadn't had time to catch anything yet.
No, probably not, because they were only out for like half an hour or so when you guys jumped them.
Okay.
So they were probably still looking. Okay. Oh, interesting. Hang on.
Oh,
That
since we're
ain't
taking
never
a
a good
short
sign, man.
rest, I am going to use my Bloodwell vial as well.
Oh, is the Dwarven Ranger still with you, or did he leave? I forget.
He decided
No,
to stay,
he-
I think.
Panicked. He
Yeah.
bounced.
He did.
Oh, no.
I
Okay.
should have included
He
that
was
in my
getting
journal.
antsy, but he didn't leave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just hid under the snow, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought he was still with you. He just wasn't fighting.
I thought so
Yeah,
too.
he wasn't going
That
to
was kind of,
participate.
yeah.
I guess that must have been implied that he went with us on this because he did bury himself in the side wall over there at the camp. But
Yeah.
we didn't discuss him going with
I
us.
think that's when we were all kind of just
That was
surveilling and stealthing.
That was Urgar, right? Trollo.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say he came with you. He's been just traveling with you to keep an eye on things, but he's been remaining hidden, just kind of watching out.
I bet he was impressed with that beatdown.
Yeah.
He
Safe to
definitely
say.
would be. He would say, "I've never seen giants dispatched so quickly. You all must be quite the skilled warriors." I'm guessing that was some sort of magic he used on them.
Very good magic.
Ear wisdom strength.
As well. I hope the battle with their main force is so quick. But yeah, that's all he'd say.
4 left or 5 left.
I think there was 5 total. We're down to
And
3.
one of them.
I thought there was 6.
We took care too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, that 4 brings it, like 6 would have been hard to handle at once, I think, but 4 is maybe a little more doable.
One of them is the strange double-shielded one.
Oh, yeah.
He sounds like he might be a handful.
Yeah.
Give me...
I think that our tactic of paralyzing as many as we can is a very useful strategy that we should re-employ.
Yes, I too like to party.
Okay, friend, I can do.
Is paralyzing partying?
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Rock out until you black out.
Give me one moment.
So are we in the rope trick? We did start the rest, is that right?
Well, you're resting. I think Chomsky decided not to use the rope trick to
Oh, okay.
save resources, right?
May I perform my short rest at this time then?
Not yet, because I rolled
Okay.
something interesting.
Ruh-roh,
Roll
Raggy.
I have a
something
quick
interesting.
question, Lou, before I do this. If I upcast Hold Monster, can I still twin it? Since it's...
Yeah, you just be twinning it as a higher level spell, so it would be more expensive to twin it.
So, but I could then hold 4 creatures if I upcast
Oh,
it
no.
to a level 6.
If you read twin, it has to target one creature.
Yeah.
But I am targeting a creature.
Wouldn't you be targeting 2 if you
Who's
upcast
a
it?
creature that you can see within range.
Yeah, but when you upcast it, the whole point of upcasting is to target more creatures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but... Okay.
I mean, if you read your twin ability, you can link twin if you want, but it specifically says you have to use it with an effect that only targets one, I believe, and self. Targets only one creature and doesn't have a range of self.
Oh.
So when you higher level, it becomes multiple creatures. So yeah, you can't.
So
like,
it's either upcast or twin. I can't do both. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can't multiply it to like hold 8 people or something. So yeah,
I cast Party Hold.
I was trying to see
Party
if I could
stopper.
break it.
So what is the highest passive perception in the group?
20?
Chomsky is 21 and Carl's 21.
All right.
Here's 21.
So as you are kind of resting there, a large creature starts to approach the camp from the east. It doesn't seem hostile, more curious.
Oh. Cool.
That's the west.
Or sorry, west. So a large-looking mammoth kind of walks over, moves his head back and forth, almost like he's watching the group, and just starts chewing on some grass that's growing in the snow. Do you want to do anything?
Awesome.
I
Anybody
just
have
want to
commune
check it
with-
out,
Yeah, anybody have?
or like,
Can-
go deep into my brain to pull out any knowledge I have about mammoths and see if there's like
Yeah.
anything peculiar about this one. Or is it
They're natural, right?
glowing?
Mammoths,
Do they
yeah,
have...
they're beasts. I mean,
would,
you don't know much about this climate, but you think it's natural.
Okay. Can
Valman
I
would
do-
pick up a handful of grass, seeing what he's eating, and slowly start approaching him, like holding it out, like, "Hey, buddy,
Does anybody
Can I do a
have
nature check to see if that's wise?
Yeah.
please do." Val is prone to poor choices on the daily.
Oh, did we just get
I will do
our
that.
sixth player?
Yes.
Dan is here. Welcome,
Sorry.
Dan. We're about to feed
I'm
a
like, yeah,
wild.
sure, go
mammoth.
ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I had to do some Japan planning.
No worries.
Oh,
So I'm picturing that the dead fire giants have like melted like a bunch of snow around them, and that's why the mammoth can get to the grass.
Well, the
Yeah.
giants, I don't think are actually hot.
Oh, okay.
They're known
mean, I
as
guess they're-
fire giants because
What?
they're very adept at surviving in hot climates, and you would probably know
Weathering
this with nature.
Hohenheim spells.
They're almost like dwarves in that they're really into forging, and they have like these very impressive, huge forges where they make all their armor and weapons.
sounds like I need to find that.
Seeing the mammoth eating grass, can I just pick up grass and start eating it, mimicking him,
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
and looking at him while I'm chomping on grass?
So yeah, the mammoth just kind of wanders. It is very large.
Did your nature check work out to see whether Val going up to try to feed it grass was a bad idea?
Uslog would just be like, yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, Uslag, you are not sure. You're like,
What I think a gnome rolled as well.
with no.
I did.
Yeah, 18 nature.
I
that a
mean, with wild animals, it's always risky to approach them, as they might take it as you're, trying to start something.
Oh no,
But,
I'm making
Is there-
noises. I'm totally gonna feed him.
I think you would have to roll animal handling.
I have no animal
Yeah.
handling. I am gonna feed him
Could I-
grass.
I see Valvin
Uh,
doing it, and I want to do it too.
This is one of the rare occasions where animal handling would help if you have it.
Nope.
The
Um,
elusive, rare animal
I
handling.
have that on
training
so many
sighting.
characters that have never used it, but I do not have it tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
Oh, Miri,
You would,
Ophelia has a wyvern egg too now.
Oh gosh. Oh, did
So-
you guys kill the wyverns?
Yep.
Rhea,
No, we just put 'em to
did
bed
not
early.
participate in that.
She was in the background.
He actually
so
used a
maybe she
whole
was
creature and
you
protesting.
are right.
Did most of the damage. We just
That's
role
not
played
true.
you.
He's
I
a
would yell
liar.
out to or not yell, but calmly say to it, we're friendly in this area. We mean no harm. We're just trying to figure out why giants are venturing down here.
Valaman's still like, "Brrr," like making horse noises at it,
Give me
trying to get it to eat grass.
one moment. Sorry, I have to look at something.
I mean, guess they're afraid. Mammoths are afraid of horses, like elephants are of mice. And I just made poor life choices.
Maybe they're afraid of cats.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't like the cat.
Pretty chill.
Pretty chill. So yeah, it sort of just watches you for a moment, and then continues to chew on its grass as you approach. And you said you were trying to feed it?
I would love nothing more than to feed this giant, beautiful beast.
All right. So
I mean,
yeah,
he will approach with a little bit of caution. He's not just gonna be like elephant, and run into him like Hohenheim might.
I think,
But
I'm just mimicking what Valaman's doing, so I'm doing it right there with him. I see him do it, and I'm just like locked in step, mimicking him.
is animal handling wisdom?
Yes,
I'm not sure. I
believe so.
don't have it.
Yes.
I don't have it either.
Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah, that's what I needed.
I knew
I'm
it.
about
He was
to
gonna
get
get the
trunked straight up.
It's like just watching this from a distance. Like, I don't know anything about these creatures. I'm just
So
gonna stay out of
you
the way.
you approach it a little too
Can I use
quickly.
magical guidance? Can I use magical guidance?
I think it's late.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a little. No, no.
It's late.
No,
No,
it's if I
don't
fail.
even
Now,
let him
now
do
it's
it.
late,
I wanna
Chomsky.
see
I
what's
think you just
happening.
wanted to see him get knocked over. But yeah, you approach the mammoth a little too quickly, and it goes "Rrr," and just kind of like throws its trunk to the side, knocking you back. Give me a strength check. What the?
What do you mean it's too late? It's when I fail.
Oh,
Okay.
Valaman
that's
is
different.
so infatuated,
Oh, wow.
he just rolls a bomb ass.
Oh my God.
Kidding, it's not too late.
Roll.
That was a love tap. That's what that was, and that I will not take any other explanation. That elephant mammoth
let's
thing
see,
loves
You
me.
say not impressed.
Let me see how the thing rolls though, because it does have a very high strength, and it has advantage because
do I
it's
get-
bigger than you.
Do I not get to re-roll my wisdom save?
Wait, why are you
It was
making a
way
wisdom
too
save?
late for magical
Was it-
guidance.
No, it's after I fail.
Yeah, it's not regular guidance.
It's not before. It's after I
Oh.
fail.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
That's the sorcerer thing.
Yeah.
He's
I
trying to
linked
pass on the
magical guidance.
wisdom check for petting the elephant.
Oh, I thought you were casting guidance.
No. I wanted to use magical guidance to re-roll the wisdom.
Let's see. Yeah, sure. If you want to spend a sorcery point on this, go for it.
Heck
So
yeah,
you
I do.
spend another sorcery point. So Hohenheim. Well, it's not much higher than you rolled.
It's double.
Totally worth it.
All right, so yeah, maybe instead of trying to knock, just out of curiosity, I want to see what he would have rolled. 21. All right. So yeah, instead as I guess you're approaching, and Hohenheim sees the creature becoming agitated quickly using some magic, and instead it just sort of stares at you for a second, continuing to chew. You walk up and offer it some grass. It kind of looks down at you. And it says, I'm fine, thank you.
Does it say that?
Oh, it speaks.
Wait,
You
wait,
were
wait, I threw up a
talking-
T sign. Wait, tactical timeout. Did I eat a shroom or something? That thing just talked.
Wait, tactical timeout?
No, I'm just like. Not actual.
But yes, you would all probably be surprised as this creature says something in common to you.
Wow.
And
Hi, friend.
a moment later, it begins to shrink.
Oh.
And a dwarf is now standing there, covered in strange leather skins, as well as a bunch of feathers and all sorts of weird-looking markings. He says, good to meet all of you. My name is Derek Ravenclaw. I was curious, so I came over to see what you all were doing here. He looks at the giants. He says, apparently you've been busy.
Oh shit. So my mic dropped out right after I got smoked by the elephant. I'm gonna try to go through the chat
Oh,
or
we
the
didn't get
Twitch
smoked.
to see what happened.
The elephant said, I'm okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
And then turned into a dwarf who looks like he might be some kind of druid.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He says,
We did not
yeah.
mean to kill these giants. We're simply defending ourselves.
He says, well, I don't care if you did. I don't care if you killed them. They are an abomination on these places. They
I fully
overeat.
intended to kill them.
He says they overeat the animals. They're vicious. They're brutes. I'm happy they're dead. You'll hear no protest from me. But I am curious what you all are doing here. Are you here to hunt these giants, or perhaps a different purpose?
Yeah, it sounds about right. How does killing 5 more sound like?
Says that sounds like it could be very good for these lands. He says, I am the archdruid of this place, and I do my best to keep nature in balance here. And these
Would you help
creatures
with others?
moving through the area have been throwing the balance off quite a bit.
Would you have any idea as to what's causing them to migrate? We were trying to figure out. The local town has spotted a few of these, and they're starting to get worried. And there is another outpost that we found, Dwarven outpost, that they also seem concerned about these giants wandering down from the hills, and have told us they've never wandered this far.
He says, well, they're not exactly from around here. Looking at the markings on them, he says, my guess would be they're from the old Dwarven kingdom that exists far to the west of here. That's where these giants, or at least this clan of fire giant, take up residence. I don't know what they're doing here, but I have noticed them sporadically coming through. I've avoided to get involved because it's not my place to interfere in such things unless the balance is truly shifted.
Absolutely.
He says,
Uslag, were you going to say something?
I was going to ask if this clan had a name. Do you know?
I don't know much about the giant clans. I know where they're from. Actually, I was trying to find that name for you. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I thought I had the map, but really not in this game. They are from... Loading. They are from the old Kingdom of Roak. He says, are you familiar with Roak Halls?
Nope.
He says, well, far to the west, near the old Runemaster Tower, lies a kingdom from the Therian Empire, one known as the Roak Halls. It is swarming with giants and Dwagar at this point. They are a blight.
Tower.
He nods. He says, they are a blight upon both the Teruvian and the other empire. I should know these by heart. The Drogoth Empire. They've been in there for quite a while, using the old halls as their personal forge. The dwarves had quite the furnace, you see, and they use it to create all sorts of metals. I've snuck in there a few times just to get an idea, and there are quite a few fire giants inside. He says, I don't know what these are doing here. I'm guess carrying out some mission for their kingdom.
You mentioned
Go ahead.
a Runemaster Tower.
He says, yes, the old Runemaster Tower, the one guarded by the Red.
The Red.
Yes, the ancient red dragon. His name escapes me, but he is quite the beautiful specimen of chaos and destruction.
My friend, can I make a tea? We were just setting up to rest. Would you like one?
Oh,
if I make an extra.
Yes, how polite of you.
It seems we have quite a bit to discuss, and Chomsky's going to wander off and start making tea, letting everybody else.
Yeah, Uslug's just like blinking, like this is an amazing.
The old dwarf does a small chant as you notice the snow and ice around him melt, and he just kind of sits down and goes, the knees aren't what they used to be. Stretches out a little. Oh wait, are druids unaffected by aging? Or is that monks?
I think they are. Monks
if they're level 20.
Yeah. He did say he's an archdruid.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. Well, yeah, he seems like he's stretching out, and he's like, been walking for a bit. What kind of tea do you have?
Just some of the herbs we found on the way. Nothing too fancy, unfortunately.
sorry, I don't think I got your names.
Yes.
You're some kind of mercenary group from the Teruvian Empire, I'm assuming. Says I don't usually see this many Warforged.
Sort of been collecting them.
Yeah. Some of us refer, or some people refer to us as the Splitlanders. Others of us have been a part of the Foxgloves. I don't know if any of those ring a bell, but we don't really work for an empire and kind of are on a mission ourselves.
So can't say
magnetic personality.
I see. Well, can't say I've heard of you. I know you all gonna give him your names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uslag would introduce herself as Uslag of the Suntooth Clan.
All right.
Full title.
Do you want to do some RP like with a conversation with him, or do you just want to say you guys kind of hang out and complete your rest with him, like chatting?
Oh,
I mean, we definitely have some things we need to,
Okay, sure.
discuss.
So what do you want to ask him about? As he sips his tea and says, "Oh, this is good. Warm drinks are always nice in the cold of the northern mountains."
that's what I always think.
Yeah, I don't know how you stand this cold.
Ufla, Garapel, Bellman, and Malin and Cohenheim. You guys got any questions? Anything you want to know?
He knows stuff about the Rune Master Tower.
That's what it seems.
That's what we're here for.
Says
Yeah.
Tower of the Old Ages, back from the time before the fires, the cycle previous, and the glory of the Therian Empire, or so that's what they tell you. He sighs. My people are very vain sometimes.
Did they?
Why are you seeking? Or go ahead.
When you say they're vain, did they bring the fires on their own, or their own destruction?
Says the cataclysms? No, those are just part of the perks of living in this world.
Yeah, they just overindulged and.
The Therian Empire had plenty of sins. Leaders and the people were, well, they got a little too comfortable at times. Didn't respect the powers they wielded. He says, but why are
like
you
most
all?
Leaders.
Yeah, very much so. Why are you all seeking the old Rune Master Tower? Well, actually, did you say you were? Or he's like,
Yes.
why are you asking about it, or why are you seeking it?
Well, we are looking for certain magics. We've heard that Rune Masters had a magic that could help deal with Shadow Lords.
Kinda arches
Speaking of
an eyebrow.
imbalances in nature.
Yeah, and we're afraid that Shadow Lord might be something that's bringing imbalance to Gaian and this region, and maybe these giants are a symptom of that.
Says not familiar with the Shadow Lord. What's that?
Cohenheim
I would
is hearing about this and listens in as well.
turn
Yeah.
to Arapel and ask. Arapel here has quite the book of definitions on Shadow Lords, and let her explain.
He looks at Arapel. He says, "I don't recognize your design, little one. What cycle are you from?" Just out of curiosity.
Muted.
Sorry, guys.
Might
I'm
be-
having
Oh, cool. Sorry,
I'm having a bit of a coughing fit.
No worries.
Or Bill.
Yeah, Arapel will launch into a very matter-of-fact telling of what we know of Guyvok and Malik. You all will have to stop him, or he won't hold anything back. He, like, unless you guys kind of stop him, but he'll launch into a whole thing.
All right, are you gonna answer his question about what cycle you're from?
Oh, I don't know if Arapel knows what cycle he's from.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he is dwarven craftsmanship from the 12th cycle,
But you
but
wouldn't know that.
I don't know if Arapel knows that.
So he's gonna take out his pipe as he listens to Arapel tell the stories. And at this point, I'll say the hour does pass as you're all sitting there around the little teapot fire you've created. He's smoking his pipe, and Arapel is telling the tale of the Shadow Lords. So it is about 11 a.m. at this point. Go ahead and spend a short rest if you want to benefit.
Well, I'm using my Bloodwell vial.
Okay.
Get 5 sorcery points back.
So you use your daily Bloodwell vial use. Okay. So yeah, you talk to the dwarf for a bit, and he says, "These Shadow Lords indeed sound like some sort of imbalance. I'm surprised I've not heard of them before, though I guess magics and the arcane are less of my speciality. So you seek this tower as a way to gain information from the old times to defeat them."
Yes, the Rune Masters knew of a way to imprison the Shadow Lords.
He says, "I see."
We need that knowledge.
Inhaling on his pipe as he thinks, as he contemplates this all. He says, "Quite the
Are we
task."
imprisoning them and not butchering them again?
We cannot.
Why not?
They just cannot be killed.
There are things like that, the old dwarf says. Things that exist that cannot die. Even in nature, such spirits exist that if they are slain, they just can return. I'm guessing it's something similar with these Shadow Lords.
In our encounters thus far, we understand that the Rune Masters were able to trap one of the Shadow Lords, and that another Shadow Lord was also trapped, although we know not how that was done or by whom.
Yeah, and just to
So
let
there may be
you-
other ways.
Just to let you know, Malin, because Arapel told the story, the group actually has defeated weakened versions of the Shadow Lords, but so far they've just fled to the Shadowfell. And within the Shadowfell, like the same thing, they just seem to flee when they are forced from their host, as they seem to take possession of people, and if those people are killed or gravely injured, they'll flee their essence.
Yeah, and the two Shadow Lords that our group has encountered in the previous chapters were both previously trapped. One was trapped by the Rune Masters, which were the dwarves of the 12th cycle, and another was trapped, but we don't know how or by whom in this group. But both were freed and possessed humanoids, and have been wreaking havoc in various ways.
So he nods.
I'll follow along, but from my view, just dropping a dark deity, just kicking the can down in the road,
So
it might actually do more harm than the good that's intended.
You would prefer to leave them free?
Oh no, I would prefer to come up with a way to destroy them.
Well, that would be most preferred, of
Yeah,
course,
if we
but
could.
many smarter than us of previous cycles who managed to trap them did not manage to kill them. So this is merely a step in the right direction. It does not mean we need cease investigating other possibilities.
Derek nods.
If
He
there's a way
says,
to kill them for certain, then yeah.
We absolutely will. But yeah, for right now, it might be best to try to. It seems like our only option is to trap them until we can figure out how to end them.
It seems
Can I-
like... go ahead.
Sorry, this is actually a little bit out of character, just because I'm not sure exactly in this group. How much do you guys know about how Malik came to inhabit Blackwater in the first chapter? Like, how much did this group learn of that?
I mean,
Little
Uslag
to
would
none.
be the only one that
Right,
that
exactly.
Would
Would be
know.
Uslag.
Well, no, we never really
Spoiler
got
alert.
that chance with Blackwater, so we don't
Yeah,
really.
so you haven't had a chance to
I mean, she
actually
would
talk to Blackwater about it.
Well,
Well, we got a little bit. I
I'm
think we
trying
got
to.
something when he was. I think it had to do with something when he was researching or exploring.
Gotcha.
Or something like that.
Yeah, so I mean,
all.
that's what I thought. I thought that this group didn't know that much, and that's fine. That's why we're seeking the Rune Master information, because we know they were successful in trapping Diva.
So, Derek will kind of nod. He says, yeah, I guess the Rune Masters weren't all they thought they were cracked up to be. If they had to trap this Shadow Lord rather than defeat it. Since there are keen arcane minds that could probably ponder how one might defeat a Shadow Lord. Unfortunately, I think most of them are dead at this point. Yeah. Well, I don't have much to say, unfortunately. Not much in the way of a place to point you. Most of my studies and my dedications are to the preservation of this mountainous area. That's what most of our groves strive towards.
You mentioned a guardian of the tower, an ancient red dragon. Is he
yes,
such that would treat with us and consider our quest
Or is
worthy?
there something we could bribe him with, or make friends with him? Use to make friends with him. Or her.
I doubt the red dragon will want to speak with you. More likely, he will just try to kill you. I would avoid him if I were you.
Do we have your permission? You're the archdruid of this land. May we have permission to pass through the land and spend time here and help you bring balance to it?
Says, yes, and that's very polite of you to ask, but these lands are for all. My job is not to dictate who comes through like some kind of gatekeeper. My job is to just ensure the balance of the mountains, to make sure that nature continues and that the plant and animal life remains strong. He says, these lands don't belong to anyone. They are all of ours.
Is there anything we could do to support you on your mission right now? Right now we're focused on these giants, but are there other things that we can do to support you?
Says eradicating the giants will do a lot to bring back some of the populations they've decimated. The amount of food they eat is, it's troublesome. So, other than that, no, there's not much you can do. And I do appreciate you helping to rid the area of them.
Oh, one final question. Are there any special areas around here that we may benefit from or be able to use? I know some, something as simple as a good place for us to camp. Food, any places we could harvest magical herbs, or
give me a persuasion check with advantage.
It's one of my best skills.
I don't believe you. He thinks for a moment. He says there are definitely places that might be of interest to you, but I don't know if I should direct you towards them. He says, my apologies.
Totally understand that.
I just don't know you all that well.
Is there a way we could contact you? I believe we do have magic to send messages, but is there more convenient? That it's quite energy consuming to communicate that way. If we wanted to find you or talk to you or tell you some recent developments.
Says, well, as I stated, I don't generally get involved with what goes on around here unless it's extremely detrimental. If you wish to contact me, magic would probably be the best way.
Cool. And it might be for something as simple as a good tea. I've really enjoyed our conversation and hearing your stories.
How old are you, Chomsky?
420 years.
He says, so you've seen quite a bit yourself. I was going to say, anyone who makes tea this good has been around for a while. He takes
I
a puff
brewed
from
a
his
pot
pipe.
or two.
He nods and says, "All right, well, unless there's anything else, I should probably be on my way."
Well,
What?
one last thing. I mean, we are trying to get to the Roash Halls, the Runemaster Tower. Any directions in particular? I know west.
He says it's not the easiest to do. However, I do know of a young man within Dezoric. I believe one of your is Valman just like doing circles on the ice.
Yeah, Valaman has no idea what's
He's
going
dancing.
on,
He's just
and he's
dancing.
playing in the deep snow at this point.
Carl as well.
Alright, well, I do have a friend, a young fellow who lives in Dezoric. He's quite the guide. He can probably help you find your way to the tower. It's not an easy journey. It will take you through either the Red Dragonlands or underneath the mountain through the old halls of the Fire Giants. Those are the only two ways I know of easily getting there. Neither of which are actually easy. My recommendation would be to try to sneak through the
Underground
halls, as the dragon,
Yeah.
I think, is far more dangerous. The giants can be avoided, and as long as you don't get trapped within the halls, you can probably move quickly through the underground.
Cool.
Thank you.
We
thanks.
great. What was the name of this guide in Dizor? Or
His name is...
Hohenheim. Do you have that magic? I think it's some sort of minor illusion or something. You can maybe make a clay statue of this
He says,
based off of his descriptions.
there's a young fellow named Raldo Boulderbottom. I think he works for the nobility there. So just ask around. I'm sure you'll find him. He's been doing what's I want to say guide. I guess guide and tracking work in the mountains for many years. He knows how to get to the Runemaster Towers. I don't think he's been there more than once though. Never inside. He should be able to help you.
Thank you so much. You've been of great help, and I assume you will know where we are in your lands if you ever need us for anything.
Says I can probably find you, but I appreciate the offer.
And if you ever want a pot of tea, just find me. And
So,
a pack of a pipe.
yep. Is anyone else saying anything to him?
No, Val just threw a snowball at Carl.
Alright, so he is going to change into an eagle flying away. Disappearing over the ridge.
Well, that was cool.
What do you want to do?
That was a very opportune meeting.
Yeah.
Probably
We
about
know where we need to go.
11:30 at this point. Getting close to noon.
Hohenheim kind of zoned out. He goes, "What are we doing?"
Well,
This one just puts her hands in her head in her hands.
So not giants.
We'll finish up with the fire giants.
I think
yeah.
Then
we should
we'll.
return to
definitely.
the cave while we know their numbers and before they can be reinforced.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, that's
And we
smart.
also have this cave up here.
It just looks like a normal cave, but I guess you can explore it.
Oh,
Probably bears.
fair cave.
Is that what you
Cool.
want to do? You going inside the cave?
We're not doing 100% Diablo speedrun. Let's go back to the. Let's go back to the fire giants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to poke the head in the cave?
Chomsky's so curious.
You just booked
Could
it to
I
the
see if
cave.
there's any sort of tracks that I could identify maybe what's going into the cave just to
I mean,
You know,
there's probably some
wage.
animals that have come and gone. You don't see anything.
Just
that
animals.
Yeah, you don't see anything that looks out of
Cool.
the ordinary.
Cool.
As we
Then,
missed out on a legendary weapon that was in the cave. How could we not go it now?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Alaman, what are you doing over there?
I want to see in the cave, but I don't want to go in. My hair's standing up.
I mean, yeah, if you look into the cave, you probably would just see
It's
it's
just
dark
a-
in there. Not much in the way of noise or anything. It just seems like a normal cave to you.
Cool.
Alright, so the group is heading back to the Giants. Right? Okay.
Yes.
So it's not too far away. You start heading back to where you initially saw them. The guide with you says, I've never heard of a Derek Ravenclaw. Some sort of druid order, it seems like. Interesting.
He seemed powerful.
He nods. He says, old dwarf guys are always kind of interesting fellows.
Is it common for a dwarf to take on a druid form? Is that racially common?
He shrugs. He
That's
says,
racist.
Be racist. He says,
Anybody?
I mean, most of my people tend to be smiths and martial warriors of some kind, priests as well. I don't see why a dwarf couldn't take up the mantle of a druid, but it's definitely not common within our empire.
Yeah,
Though
that's kind of what I was curious. He seemed like a very peculiar fellow, but very knowledgeable.
He says, I do know of a couple of sects of druids that actually burrow under the mountains, tunneling, and have orders and groves deep within the caves. I've never seen one actually out here, but obviously
Very
he
interesting.
exists.
They seem to not like the Giants being around.
He says, well, no
I don't
one-
think anybody would, though. Those guys are pretty nasty.
Yeah, no one likes the Giants, he says. They cause much trouble and often lead to a lot of death and destruction.
Were we able to take our short rest during that time? Did I
Yes.
claim the short rest? Okay.
Yeah, I said if you wanted to spend one, spend one.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
So the group would come back into the area with the giant cave. We don't need tokens just yet, but it would seem quiet outside. It doesn't seem like there are any giants around. You would still see there is smoke coming from the cave, so you guess they're still in there.
How many?
But
are
we're
we-
not hearing noise or anything from them in the cave like we typically were?
Probably. Well, how close are you getting to the cave?
I'm gonna ritual cast my telepathic speech thing again.
You gonna take 10 minutes and do that here?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's fine. That way we can talk without
We're not like
disturbing.
right in front of the cave entrance again, are
Yeah,
we?
we're
like off to the
still
side where we were
probably
before?
No, you sort of just entered the
a
area.
couple
so
hundred feet.
You're kind of at the edge of the map. Did you say something, Malin?
Well, I was saying, how many are we? How many are supposed to be left now?
From
5, 4.
what you remember, there were 4 or 5.
Yeah, there's the big guy and
The
the
big guy and, yeah, a bunch of his people.
Okay, so we gotta get rid of the guys who go and look after those guys now.
Yeah, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, I highly doubt they would send everybody out to go look for the hunting party, but they might send 1 or 2. I think that's a worthwhile gamble. With as easily as we were able to dispatch that, this divide and conquer tactic seems to be very well working for us at this point. Don't you agree?
yeah, it's time consuming.
They
but
are
we've
confined.
got time.
If we can set stuff up that they run through to get to us, they'd be easy to defeat.
So the 10 minutes pass, you get your telepathic bond set up. It's now 12:40 in the afternoon. Your hunter friend is once again hidden in the snow, just keeping an eye out. What does the group want to do?
Well, can we set up shop up top of the cliff again?
Yeah, can we move back into our old
Uh,
positions?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you could just say you're up there. You don't have to have your token on the board
Okay.
just yet.
Pomsky,
But sure,
Professor Master.
you kind of climb up the back again and get into the snow up there.
Do you think maybe we send I down again?
We could absolutely do that. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
might as
it
well
is
see who's home.
quite energy intensive, but
I wanted to make sure that they're all still there and we're not missing any of them, just in case in the time we were gone.
cool. Then I guess I will
But
cast
yeah, up to
Arcane
you.
Eye.
That is a 4th level spell.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
don't know what else I'd do with that.
Do you only have one a day, or is that a lie?
I only have one a day.
Okay.
I'm a half caster.
Did you use this? No, you used this yesterday. That's right. That's
Correct.
Yeah, because we spent a couple days up
Alright.
there after we used the Magi.
So the Arcane Eye is going to head inside again.
Cool.
And you would see giants.
Anything different from before?
No, they seem to still be kind of hanging out.
Cool.
Here, I'll give you a view in a moment. And it has 60 feet of dark vision, right?
30 feet.
30 feet. Luckily, there is a fire, so you can see pretty well. But yeah, you would see the giants still seem to be kind of huddled around the fire, looking maybe a little bit bored at this point.
Cool.
They're having... do you speak giant? Or I guess you can't hear them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, they're kind of talking to each other. They seem... give me an insight check. See what you can read just by watching them.
Oh.
Disadvantage on this, because you can't
Oh.
hear them. 8.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't really tell much, but yeah, they were just kind of sitting around, looks like talking to
Cool.
each other.
Cool. Yeah, there's 4 of them and one with, well, so 5 total. 4 fire giants and one of the dudes with the 2 shields, no weapons. But they're all just chilling around the fire.
Okay.
Thank you, Master.
Do we want to wait? Do we have anything we could set up?
No, I mean, we were just waiting like last time. We'll see how many leave this time.
Cool.
Alright.
Did we think about trying to lure them out? Was that a
I
possibility?
like that idea. How could we lure them out?
Well, ideally, we'd want them to get. If we lure them out, we'd have to lure them far away. I mean, I feel like they're gonna go send people. Well, like we just have to wait, and they'll send people to figure out what happened to those 2.
Okay.
It just might take a while. So
Okay, so we're waiting
Sounds good.
to see what happens.
I can be patient.
So some time is passing. Say, let's see. About 5 hours pass. And you would now, let's see, it's about 5:40 at this point. You would hear some movement as you're up on the cliff. It sounds like something is approaching. Give me a moment.
From which direction?
From the cave.
Yeah, we're still
like one
black
of them,
now.
Cave.
One of them is possibly coming towards the door. So I'll put a party token up for now. You hear a loud noise, lots of armor clanking. And actually, what's your passive perceptions?
21.
There might
Everyone's the
be
highest.
there might be several giants moving towards the door, but the first one you see to pop out is the one with 2 shields.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, fancy.
All right, that's right. You guys couldn't see him before because it was just
Yeah,
Chomsky.
can I perception check on him at all? Get a little more information off of him from our location here?
Yeah, I mean, you can see him down there. He's pretty obvious. Let's see. I'll give you a picture.
Say, yeah, just big giant, fire giant carrying 2 door shields.
Badass looking dude though.
Shields the size of buses. Just head to toe armor as well.
Oh,
He kind of pokes out as a bunch of steam starts coming off him. And actually, his shields seem like they have a bunch of heat emanating from them. Behind him, you hear a voice say something, but you can't hear exactly what it is. It sounded like giant. And he would reply with something, kind of looking around, scanning the horizon.
are we close enough to understand his speech? I have the sun.
What's
Sun
your
speech or
passive
whatever.
perception?
20.
Oh, then actually,
Tongue of sun and moon.
you probably do hear him. He says nowhere. This is worrisome. Not much could defeat a giant, and there were 2 of them. And the other
I would
one-
relay this through Rary's connection.
And the other one says they might just be taking a while. And he says no, they're way too late for a hunt. Something has happened. And then he is gonna turn around and start walking back into the cave with the loud stomps.
Sorry, how long has it been since we?
5 hours.
Okay, since we encountered the giants, or since we've been back?
Total about 6.5 since they left the cave.
Okay.
So yeah, you would hear their voices kind of disappearing into the cave as the large footsteps recede.
Alright, they're getting anxious. That's good.
What do you want to do? I assume you're going to tell them what you heard, Valaman, because you're the only one I think that speaks their language.
Yep, yeah, I'm relaying this through Hohenheim's connection that he seems to be uneasy about the fact that the other giants haven't come back and that they should have been back by now, and he is assuming the worst at this point. He doesn't think that they're just late. He thinks something happened to them.
So they are now on alert. We could
That's
still
good.
surprise them, but it
All
would.
according to plan.
Well, let's see what they do about it now.
All right, so continue waiting.
Yeah?
All right. So time is passing. It's getting late. You're heading towards the evening. Is the group going to do anything or just kind of camp the night up here?
Camp the night quietly and maintain ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it goes to evening time as you all kind of dig in for the night up here. It's getting very windy. Do you have, I assume you just have the tents and normal stuff, cold water or cold weather gear.
Correct.
Give me, I'll spend a day's worth of food as we're passing the evening.
Is that in the group rations, or do we need to subtract
Yeah,
that?
I'll take that out of the group rations.
Yeah,
But I think we're running low.
You
We
probably...
need
do.
3 though.
Who needs
Val would
who-
communicate he still has 10 rations,
Those
and
of
if we
you,
need to spread those.
yeah, that's true. A bunch of the Warforged don't need to eat, so those of you need to eat. You probably wouldn't be able to feed the party tonight, Uslog, just because you've been kind of stuck up
I know,
here.
that's why I was asking if the giants had hunted anything already.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
So it is now the next morning. It was quite the evening, lots of wind, but you're all doing okay. Smoke is still coming out of the cave below. Are you going to keep waiting?
Do we take a long rest?
Yeah, that would be a long rest.
I don't know if they're coming out, guys.
Or at least they haven't come out yet.
We keep
I would give it
waiting.
Patience
One
is
more-
a virtue.
I'd give it one more day because
You would
agree.
think if they were any sort of allies to one another and cared all about their kin, they would be I'm curious to see what their fate was.
Well, whether they care or not, they should eventually leave, and I think it is better for us to jump them at the cave mouth than attempt to run in, as our surprise will be spent before we reach them if we charge in.
Yeah, I still think we should try to divide and conquer. That last one was so successful. I'm not ready to give up on that tactic just yet.
So,
Cool.
time is passing. At about 1 o'clock today, you hear a bunch of noise coming from the southeast. And
The reinforcements are here.
kind of actually. A fire giant climbs up with some hill giants in tow following him. And then a second and third one appear, and it looks like they have some more crates with them. Your scout kind of looks down and he says, that's more of our people's supplies. They may have raided another caravan nearby. But they're heading towards the cave. Do you want to do anything, or are you going to just let them go?
I say let them go.
Jumping down now
Would be the dumbest idea, yeah.
Do it live!
I could think of dumber ideas.
Alright, so they would disappear into the cave. It also looks like they might have some stuff they hunted as well. So what do you want to do?
Well, now their numbers are replenished. I believe our best bet is to continue to wait.
Let's see what they do.
Follow the next group.
Exactly.
I agree.
He says, this is quite
We're not
the
in a
operation.
better position.
What are these giants up to? Your dwarf friend would say.
Well, do we have anything around here like we could, like, trap them in there?
Just blow up the cave entrance.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's how humans solve all their problems. Just blow it up.
You ain't wrong.
So if you continue to wait, unless you're going to try to blow up the cave entrance.
Yeah, I think we're waiting.
About an hour later, this guy would leave again with the 3 giants. And I'm not
Do
gonna
we
have them
follow?
walk across the map again, but yeah, you would see the 1 fire giant walk out with the other 3 kind of heading back. Well, actually, this time he is heading east instead of down the mountain.
Yep, let's do another ambush.
I kind of want to, yeah.
All right,
I wanna follow them.
more giant
Yeah.
fighting. All right, so you're following these guys.
Just doing guerrilla warfare against them.
Mhm.
How far away are you going to be following them?
How far away do we follow the last 2 guys?
Yeah.
2 hours?
I think
I
more
think,
like
right?
hundreds of feet, not like. I don't think we want to be hours behind.
Quarter mile, half mile.
So
They're
the
not- I
idea-
imagine they're not that
the
difficult to track.
the idea again is to wait till they get some distance and then just rush them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we think they're
It's
far
where
enough from the cave that there will be no chance that the 2 groups overhear each other.
Or, that
Okay.
or they can't easily run for support.
All right. I assume you're not trying to like stealth to set up an ambush. You're just going at them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we do the encounter, I do want to have a quick aside with Hohenheim.
Sure. So as you're walking, what do you say to Hohenheim?
We can manage these monsters pretty well. How many do you think you can hold at once?
3.
Is that 3?
Holy
Because-
shit.
Because for every one I hit, they will get distracted by my punches. So
I get 3.
what do we want to just you take you hold the 3 hill giants and I'll take care of the main fire giant?
I hold fire giant and 2 hill giants.
I can take care of the fire giant.
He seems stronger. I think we're good on him, and then we just beat up.
Well, no, like the rest, like you can easily take care of the fodder, and I can hold him on for a while.
There is always a chance that one or more of them may resist the magic, but I believe it is worthwhile to attempt to use your magic on as many as possible.
Yes,
and it's more likely that you get the hill giants.
and the fire giant is really hard to. I mean, that armor is hard to get past.
I
Yeah.
would want to use on Fire Giant, and that is what I'm going to do.
just looks back, like, okay. I guess I'll also go.
Sorry for our roughness. I think that best idea, and I'm going to do what I think is best.
All right, so as you're traveling, following these guys down the mountain a bit, they would be joined by 2 more hill giants who walk up and say something to him in giant, but you guys are still pretty far away, so you're not sure what it is.
All right.
But you are jumping them, so give me a moment as you...
Can we prep cast?
Can we prepare a little bit before we just jump into this? I'd like to summon my astral self.
Yeah, just if it's a minute spell, then you're gonna lose a few rounds. That's the only thing to keep in mind if you're doing it out of initiative order.
Well, you're just 10 minutes.
Nope, just summoning my key.
So yeah,
spending
10
key
minutes.
points.
10 minutes would be
Haste.
fine. Haste is a minute, so you're gonna go into it with a few rounds missing. If you're okay with that.
How many
So
rounds would I miss?
I would probably roll as you guys are all rushing up. So up to like 3 or 4 rounds off of it.
Ugh. Last time I only had to miss one.
Yeah, it's just kind of well, are you doing it close by, like as you're just about to rush up on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. They might throw some rocks at you then if you're casting, but anyway, sure. So you're trying to get
I'll
extra
prep,
effects outside of combat, you cheaters. They prep a bunch of rocks that they're gonna throw
House
at you
rules.
as you run. Yeah, house rules. House rules. All right, so you are coming in at them from the west.
My screen is fully black.
Yeah, I have to turn the
Yeah,
lights on. Because it is
Valaman
daylight.
has summoned visage and body and arms.
Nice.
1, and you guys can kind of arrange to liking in this once you see yourselves. I'm still
Oh,
putting it on.
what's the farthest I can go?
Just kind of within like 15 feet of each other. So like
I'm going to be at the front this time, as far as front as I can.
Okay. Oops.
I'm getting far back. I'm coming in here. Hold on.
I still don't see anything. Oh, hi!
All right. So as you come rushing around the corner, give me initiative rolls.
Oh my god. I need to.
Yeah. Go ahead. Put your
Oh my god.
haste as being around down. They probably well, they almost certainly heard you because you were all
0.
running
My
in,
God,
casting
yeah.
spells and stuff.
Okay, never mind then.
Like, oh god, they heard us. We were casting too much stuff as we ran around.
God damn it.
The large fire giant yells as you all come rushing around, "Who are you?" And he kind of points his big sword, and all the other giants turn towards the group. So
Your undoing.
he just looks at you. Uslag, you are first to act as you all come rushing up, and the giants heft their clubs, turning and start picking up rocks from the destroyed, looks like some kind of house that was here. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm gonna rage. I'll say like, yeah. We're here to, I don't know, spoil the party. I'll run up and rage at this first guy here.
Okay, you run up raging at that
Yeah.
first guy. He says, "Smash the small ones. Looks like we found our dinner."
And I will take that as a invitation to hit him. really hard.
Well, luckily he is not armored at all. Yeah, that would strike as you rush in, slashing with your great sword of cold.
+2. Ooh.
Which
Oh, yeah.
strikes for... Let's see. Yep. So
Lot.
22 damage as he stumbles back, growling at you. Hefting his
All right.
club to swing back. Anything else?
I will just hit him again.
Yeah, 22 would strike again, doing another 19 damage.
Okay.
Ow! Alright, that's it for you. Arapel.
I can't see any.
Arapel will draw his sensor and run up to hold the line with
Wait, who can't see anything?
Oslag.
Did someone say they can't see? I thought I heard someone say they can't see anything. Alright, never mind. So you draw your sensor, rushing up with Uslag.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of spread out a little bit just to kind of hold the line a bit. And then I'm going to cast Crusader's Mantle like I did last time.
Alright.
And actually, can I have passed by Uslag as I ran up? Like, go to here and then on up to here, and I will touch her great sword of cold and put my chromatic infusion on it.
How much movement do you have?
30.
Do you have enough
So,
movement
I
to go that
guess.
far?
Oh yeah, I guess I can only get. Okay, I'll just go to here.
Alright, so you
I'll
move
touch her
here,
sword
then
and then go
5.
up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Um,
So you are right
and
here.
then yeah, and then we'll put acid damage on Uslag's sword.
Alright, so you
Nice.
are... Your sword is now chromatically infused with acid energy as Arapel
Awesome.
moves in. Go ahead and link your Crusader's Mantle, just so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in there. Spend the spell slot, and I assume that's it for you.
Yes, that's it.
Alright, Gnome. Apparently all the giants rolled like ass too.
I mean, they're not the most dexterous, I assume. Whoopsies. Let's see, 60 feet. Can I get to 60 feet? Is gonna be the question. Well, how far is 60 feet? Ooh, that's pretty far. I don't think I can get there. Cool. Well, sorry about this, but I'm going to spend. Oh man, that's even closer. Damn.
Chomsky's
Cool.
doing all the calculations.
Yeah.
Seeing the
I
physics
will.
symbols.
Yeah. Command Carl to run forward as far as he. Oh shit, he can dash. So yeah, run forward. And as soon as I get within 60 feet of a big fire dude, I'm going to throw a mind sliver on him.
Alright. So your turn ends. You're readying a spell, so you have to start concentrating on it.
Cool. I can do that.
And you are rushing forward.
Yeah,
on
Carl's supposed to go right after me.
Yeah, so Carl goes. Go ahead and move him 60 to where you want to go, or however far you're moving him.
I don't think I'm in range there, so that's why we dashed.
What is your initiative typically based off of?
Dexterity.
Dex.
Should I really have an initiative
Cool.
of 3
Perfect.
with a 17 of dexterity?
Not sure.
Yeah.
That's how the
That
rolls
seems-
go.
Let's see. We can scroll up and look at your initiative rolls.
Yeah, it'll tell you what
I
you
think it's
rolled.
more for the tiebreaker, right?
Ah,
I was curious. 3 is really low, right?
Well, what's your dexterity?
Dexterity's
you're at 5.
17.
So you got a
that's
+3 to your roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2.
so
So if you
Yeah,
mouse over
you're-
it, it says, or wait, where is your? initiative.
He's right up at the
3
top.
initiative.
Yeah, if you mouse
2 plus
over it,
3.
it'll show you what you rolled.
So you rolled a 2, and then you got a 3 plus for your dex modifier.
I'm just seeing other people's like so much more calculation going into it and such higher numbers. Like,
I mean, just depends on what they rolled. Some people have beats and some people don't. I mean, yeah, but
okay.
it's basically
Looks like
just your
the
dex.
+3 is one of the biggest initiative bonuses in the group. Honestly, I have
Yeah,
plus
it's just a
3.
bad roll.
Malin has
Right, but like
-1.
Uslog's is 1d20, 1d20,
Oh, because I
KH1.
roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has advantage because of her.
Barbarian.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But anyway, so you force him to do an intelligence save as you rush up. Go ahead and spend your reaction, please.
Cool.
Oh, and those of you who prep stuff, make sure you're marked for what you did and spend the
Oh, yes.
spells and everything.
Yep.
So he gets an int save. 17 would fail as he grabs at his head.
And I would yell to Hohenheim, stay back and get the armored one.
So that's it for you. The giant goes. He was not a fan of your magic. Where are you? Oh, nice and in range. He's gonna pick up a big old rock. There's a bunch of dirt and stuff falls off of it. Can you multi-attack with rock? No. So he hucks it at you. 25.
I can't. I don't have a reaction, so
You
I
don't.
I'm gonna eat that.
I'll take
Alright.
that damage.
Alright, go ahead and use your reaction and link what you're doing. A creature within... Oh, yeah, he's just in range of that, luckily. So you take 31 bludgeoning
Okay.
as a rock
Ouch.
smashes into him, and suddenly Arapel, like, just gets smashed by the force instead. After that, he is going to roar. Actually, no, he's just going to pick up another rock at this point. There are too many giants in the way. So he grabs another rock off the ground, ending his turn. The hill giant here growls, and he's going to take some swings at Uslag. 20. You are clipped for 10 bludgeoning. Luckily, your rage absorbs some of it. The second attack, 25, hits again, doing another 8 bludgeoning, and he's actually impressed with how well you took those hits, as you just sort of get knocked back a bit, your sword blocking most of the damage.
Yeah.
You got the riz
Just
against the hill
snarl at him.
giants.
Hohenheim.
Like full riz against the giants. You're gonna make them all fall in love with you.
I mean, if that tactic
Well,
works.
she has to be enlarged. She's like way too small right
Yeah.
now. You know,
Got the enlarged
Say
spell?
less.
It's like
Say
falling-
less. Say
falling
less.
in love with like a chihuahua. It's not really a thing.
Move there.
Barking and biting your leg
And-
like, you little son
I'm
of a
just picturing
bitch.
Uslag as a chihuahua.
Yeah. Ow! Ow! Stop! Bad dog. Smack. Smack.
So upcasting to level 7, and I'm going to do the whole back line. I'm going to do this guy, and this guy.
All right. So you are hitting
Wow.
the 3 of them with Hold Monster. Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
And real quick before you roll, the fire giant has Mind Sliver already on him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he gets minus
Okay.
D4.
Then I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to use any of my.
All right. So
Magics.
the first one up top, 17 will fail. So he suddenly stops moving as he is paralyzed. The second one.
I love the wheelchair.
So crude.
Yeah, I didn't really have a good mark for paralyzed.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, no,
I was just-
I'm not
I was-
dissing on it. Yeah,
I
I
was-
think it's funny.
I was looking through my marks, and there was just like that one random like wheelchair one. So I was like, oh well, I guess
It's good. I like it. I actually do.
Alright, so
Wheelchair for
the-
you and you.
The big
Yeah,
giant.
It is super.
Nope, he
noticeable.
definitely fails. He is suddenly frozen as well. I'm just gonna roll for the last one as well. Don't know if they can fail or make this without a natural 20.
They have to roll.
Don't know if they
yeah,
can
they have to
pass.
roll 20.
Alright, so they are both paralyzed by your magic as you hold the spell, keeping them at bay. That is it for you, I assume. The hill
Yeah.
giant goes. So he is paralyzed, growling,
Nicely
trying
done.
to shake the spell. At the
He
end
can't
of his
growl.
turn, he will make another save.
He just goes. "Wah, wah, wah, wah."
Nope, he fails it. This one here also will attempt a save. Nope, fails it. Valaman.
All right.
This kind of feels like cheating.
That's a-
Yep,
No,
that'll
it's
be.
using your resources effectively.
Yeah.
Will I still be able to attack from the 45-foot mark here? Because
You
it's
got
10 and
10-foot
10.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also, like, you don't have to go that far. I guess.
mean, yeah, D&D is
Right.
an MMO. You're not supposed to just be like healing and taking damage. That's the whole point of having CC. And there are a lot of things that are immune to it, so it's good to use it on things that aren't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
It's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
a very high level spell, so it's a lot of resources
Yeah,
to pump
and
into this fight.
that was expensive for
Yeah,
twinning
was. Well, it's either twin it for 2 or upcast level 7 for 3. So
Yeah.
As long
13
as
hit.
you're actually spending the resources. 13 will
Yeah,
strike him. As you come in, your ghostly fists beating on him for 13.
Damn.
Yep.
And that would actually wound him. Anything else?
Okay. Second hit. Oh yeah, we're not done yet.
Alright, second
So
strike.
28.
Do you have a Crusader for this?
You're speaking words, but I don't understand
Crusader's mantle?
Sorry, my bad. Here it comes.
You know, the extra radiant from Arapel.
There it is. All right.
So
So
that's 16.
16 and 13.
Yep. And third hit. Or third attack. Or is that...
Yeah, well, yep, we're going to go ahead and burn the key for second round of unarmed strike. 23 should hit. 11, hit me with radiant. You got this, girl. 11 will not hit, I'm
Alright,
guessing.
So yeah, the last one just kind of smacks his belly and it like... Blub, 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 blub. Doesn't actually hurt him.
I just smacked Jello.
Yep, exactly. And Crusader's Mantle is every attack, right? It's not just once per turn.
It's every attack, but it's only weapon attacks.
Okay. So that's it for Valamin. This
Yep,
guy... yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll stay because I'm within Arapel's area. I don't really want to dash out away from her area.
So he seems confused looking at his back line not moving, but he's just gonna charge up.
Should I stay or should I go?
To here. He just saw you unload on his buddy, like possibly bruising his ribs, so he's gonna swing at Valaman.
23 will hit.
So you are clipped from the club, taking 21 bludgeoning. As he swings it around for a second attack, which you duck. So that is it for him. This big guy up here is gonna.
Was that a fist strike that he did?
It was a club. Big old club. Yeah.
Would that doesn't have that would that be considered force energy, or that doesn't have energy associated?
It
It's
is
just an
a
inanimate
bludgeoning.
object attack.
Bludgeoning damage. It says next to the damage, 21 bludgeoning.
But that's not considered energy, is what I'm asking.
Is there an ability you're
not be
thinking of?
Maybe. Is that force damage?
No, force
No.
damage is a type of damage. That's like magic missile
Yeah.
or eldritch blast. That's like an energy.
The runes that we had in the other
Meylins,
in Tuesday
punches.
games, those runes when they exploded also did force.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Meylins
my
punches
My
are
punches
thunder.
Yeah, thunder.
Alright, so this guy is gonna walk up to here.
He would.
He's
Bad decision,
gonna.
bud.
Is he
Shouldn't have done
squeezing?
that.
No, he's just walking. He's gonna
Shouldn't
look
have
down
done
at
that.
Chomsky, and he's gonna grapple you.
Oh.
Just grabbing you. Little man, he says.
Oh.
Give me a strength check.
Strength or acrobatics?
Oh, I guess, yeah, you can use acrobatics. Since he's doing a grapple.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You go, ah!
He's super strong though.
Dodging to the side as he attempts to grab you. Whoop! Yep. You just go. He picks you right up off Carl, just kind of holding you there.
Oh shit. Well, his disadvantage wouldn't have mattered.
So you are grabbed as he's kind of holding you
What?
aloft. In his
How would
hands,
he get
staring at you.
disadvantage?
Carl can do that.
Well, I could give you a flash genius then. That's my reaction.
Oh shit! I could do. Oh, I didn't. I did use my reaction this round.
Yeah, you're still
I can do it.
reactionless. So wait, what are you guys doing?
Well, if he's at disadvantage, then I give him a flash genius. He's at 24, and he's fine.
Who's at disadvantage?
If Carl uses his reaction.
Oh, that's to
What?
attacks, not to checks. This is
Alright.
a
okay.
skill check.
That isn't an attack. Ah.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
it's technically an attack, but it's not an attack roll, and I don't think Carl can affect skill checks. Because
Yeah.
it's attack rolls, right?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, Carl's not much he can do is he just like grabs your shoulder and hoists you up, staring at you. And then he's gonna swing his club at you while you're in his hand. Which luckily you can still dodge because you're not technically restrained.
Cool.
Oh,
Carl's
does not
gonna-
roll very well though.
Nope. Don't matter none.
Hits himself in the big thumb. Ah!
You kind of like swing yourself to the side as the club goes like sailing underneath. All right, Malin.
All right, I'm gonna take off running over here. Give one punch to this guy.
All right, thunder gauntlets. Yep, the
Nice.
explosion of thunder hits him.
All right.
Doing 10.
That's fucking awesome.
10 damage. I'm gonna go over here. He can take the opportunity attack on me.
No. Nope.
That bounces
Swish.
right off. I'm gonna go punch the guy holding Chomsky.
All right, so as he's swinging at Chomsky, you come from below and
Damn.
punch him right in the knee.
That's fucking-
Ow! Doing 6.
I should be doing. Oh no, because it's only once, I think. Per turn.
Miri's
Wait, why is-
AoE
why don't-
thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Miri is giving you some radiant damage because I think these do count as weapons.
Yes, but shouldn't I, by Crimson, right, also be dealing lightning damage? Why did I only do 6?
I believe so.
I'll just roll
probably.
1d4. Yeah. And that's alright. 1 lightning damage on him. Alright, these two have.
So wait, the
uh,
Crimson Right, do you have to activate that, or is that just like
I was
always?
that was my prep also. But like that just lasts. I can.
Okay. So that is usually a bonus action. Got it. All right. So yeah, you do an extra 5 damage with that. Oh.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna punch this guy in front of me.
All right, the wounded one Yeah, 14 is gonna strike.
Okay.
So 2 plus your 11, 12. I did roll twice. So 13.
I did 2 punches.
Were there 2 attacks? Okay, yeah.
So the second attack will actually drop him.
Oh,
She was already pretty low.
Damn.
Alright, anything
Yeah,
else?
Val got him under half first run.
ahem.
I think Uslag started it.
Alright,
Oh, she was on that
No,
one. I thought she
I
was
was-
on the one to the north.
All right.
Alright.
So
Oh.
yeah, these 2 make an attack on anyone but me. They're at disadvantage.
Yep, the gauntlet. So Uslag, it is your turn.
Okay.
So the guy who you were fighting is suddenly punched out by Malin, who came running up.
All right. If he weren't moving so fast, I would give him a thumbs up, but I can't keep track of him. He's too fast. So I'm just gonna turn around to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you turn around roaring as you go and cut into your new friend. 16 hits.
Okay.
Doing 3,
Forgot to do my Divine Fury for that.
10, 15, wait, 4, 14, 17, 22, 33. Alright. So he is struck for 33. Quite surprised by the ferocity of the
Holy.
The acid,
Beth.
or is
I
that
rolled
already?
it.
She rolled it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did already. Awesome. Okay.
Second
That's
attack.
Strike him again, if I can. Yes.
29 will cut him a second time. Doing so
25 total.
18.
Damn.
I'm getting
27.
27.
24, 27. Yeah.
A lot of math. Thank you guys for doing it all.
So he is wounded as you cut into him. Anything
Okay.
else?
Nope.
Oh,
That is what I do.
chromatic
I
infusion.
hit things.
Alright, Arapel.
I will go ahead and wail on the one that is holding Chomsky.
Alright, you swing your sensor around. 15 will connect.
And I will smite.
That's what I love to hear.
Alright, so
Let's do level 2. Finish these guys off as quickly as we can in case those other guys get loose.
That's right.
And then the Crusader's Mantle.
alright, so that is 17. 32 as there's an explosion of radiant energy.
And I will swing round for a second pass.
22 connects again.
Damn.
I will smite again, just level 1 this time.
Alright.
And another Crusader's Mantle.
So you expend
Jesus
more of your
Christ.
energy. Doing.
I love paladins and barbarians.
Damage.
Alright, 38.
And then I think,
Sure.
you know what? Why not? I'm going to activate my Devotee's Sensor.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Gnome. So this guy is looking pretty wounded after getting hit with all that radiant energy, but he's still holding you aloft.
I am going to ask him if he thinks I'm worried that you're grappling me. And throw a Mind Sliver on Fire Giant Dude.
Alright, so save. Int save. No, he would fail, taking 15 psychic.
I am not mounted on Carl right now.
Nope.
Cool, so I can tell him to flank this guy and punch.
Okay, so he runs around
Is
to
that
the
like
other
a
side.
headbutt with an alpaca?
Oh, but no, he's gonna miss. Anything
14
else?
misses?
With a natural 1 it does.
Ah, that sucks. But that makes sense. That is all.
Natural 1 always misses.
House rules.
That's not house rules.
House rules.
So the fire giant growls.
Lou, I am so sorry I started that.
Oh, it's fine. I find it amusing. Nope, he fails, continuing to be paralyzed. This one's dead. Hohenheim.
Okay, I am going to twin chaos bolts. And this guy and this guy.
Alright. Pew, pew. So you fire some chaos bolts, spending another point for your sorcery points, or 2 sorcery points.
Is it just 1? 2, right?
You know better than me. I don't know exactly how many. But yeah, 22 strikes the first one.
Alright. Oh, it is only 1 because it's level 1 spell.
That's what I thought. I thought it was 1 per level. So he is blasted for 11. What type? I guess it doesn't matter because he has no resistances. And he is
not fire.
looking. Well, he's not a fire giant. He's
Not a
looking
fire giant.
very
Hohen.
wounded. Now this one. Go ahead and make another roll. Oh, crits him. 29.
4 and 7, 5 and 6, so I don't get another roll. Okay.
And he is now extremely wounded as well. I assume that's it for you?
As my bonus action, can I try to telekinetic shove the one that's holding Chomsky?
Yeah. What does he do?
Maybe.
Strength save?
I'll push him 5 feet back. Yeah.
Oh, no, he made it. So he just stands strong. He is very heavy. This
And
guy,
that's my turn.
yeah, this guy back here is going to attempt a wisdom save.
And I gotta. I'm restoring one of my spell slots because it took 2 because I twinned. Just FYI.
With a sorcery point?
Yeah, when I just cast it again on the second guy, it took another spell slot away, but.
Isn't that a bonus action?
No, because like it only burns one spell, right?
So
But
because you
because I cast it
miscalculated.
twice.
The counter.
because I just
twice,
I just
yeah.
clicked Chaos Bolt twice, so it took 2 spell slots.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't have to tell me that. You can just adjust it to what it's supposed to be. All right, so this guy is going to save. Nope, he fails, continuing to be stuck. Valaman.
Valaman is going to. Oh, wrong one. Move to here.
All right, so you rush up. They're both going to swing at you as opportunity attacks. So the first one
Yep. Oh,
is like, no.
too late.
21.
21 will hit.
All right, you are smacked for 21 bludgeoning. The
stayed.
second one. Oh, but
Ouch,
he
good boy.
stumbles, swinging wildly, completely missing.
That one automatically misses.
Yeah, house rules.
House rules out.
House rules.
Okay.
All right, so you rush past the second swing, luckily, feeling a little bit hurt now. But yeah, 22 will strike with the first hit, auto-critting. No radiant damage on this one. He's outside
Yeah,
your
he's
aura.
outside my aura. I noticed just after I clicked it, sorry.
Okay, so 11 damage on the first hit.
8, 9, 10, 11. No, add the 4 because empowered arms on one hit add
Oh, for the first one?
1d8 damage. I did not get to take that last turn, so I'm making sure that goes off first strike here.
All right, so that would be doubled as well, so another d8, because it's a crit.
Okay.
So another 5 damage, okay. Yep, you slam into him with the first punch. 21 will strike on the second one.
Key burn.
Well, I need...
20 should hit.
Wait, I need the damage for that first.
Oh,
The 20
because he's hurt. Okay, I was
Well,
like, that
No,
should
because he's
hit.
He's
paralyzed.
paralyzed, you have
You get-
advantage.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning, You do get one more d8 added to the 10, so give me a d8
Okay,
roll.
disregard the 11, then I see what happened there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 14.
14 there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the 20 would be the third hit after the key point is spent.
All right. So
And
another-
now I will roll for that one. 9.
Yeah, 9 damage plus the d8 for the crit.
Plus D8 on crit. There we go.
17. All
Okay.
right.
Fourth strike.
Yeah, 19
19.
strikes.
8 and the D8. 4.
All right, so another 11 as you just rush up, slamming him with several hits. And I think that just put him to wounded. Anything else?
Okay. And then just stepping back to here.
All right.
That'll end my turn.
This giant here. Who hit him really hard? I want to say, well, I think he's going to go for Malum. So he steps here, and he is going to swing at you with a flank attack. 16 will miss, I believe, on the first swing. 21?
Nope.
Alright, so you are very quick dodging both of those attacks. The other giant goes... Wait, yeah, he goes... he is going to swing at you as well. 29. That's probably going to get you.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed. Yep.
Does he get flank?
Yeah.
He does.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Wait, the guy in front of me gets flank?
Yeah, because they're
He was facing that direction, right?
that's no, they're threatening every direction in combat. There's no facing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he smacks you for 17 on that one.
Okay, so 17, my shield goes down, so 17 minus 8. So yeah, my temp HP goes down, and then. my regular HP
What's
goes-
your
okay.
temp HP from again?
Your bonus action
the bonus
from
field.
armor.
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
okay. Second attack. No, you will dodge that one. Malin.
Nice.
I'm just gonna take off in front of the fire giant. Let the other two take their opportunity attacks on me.
All right, so they will get attacks at a flank here.
Okay.
Carl's disadvantaging the first one.
Okay, so 25. You want to shield it with a reaction?
Yeah, I'm shielding that.
All right, so you spend your reaction, knocking the first attack away. 29. I think
That meets it, beats it. Yep.
Yeah. So he clips you for another 18 damage.
I'm going to just use my reaction to get a sentinel attack on this one here. I'm not sure which one
Alright.
hit first, but
So yeah, you attack this one with Sentinel as he's swinging at your buddy, cutting him. Oh,
my new friend.
yeah, 28 will strike, and that's probably gonna end him. He just
I don't
cut his leg
okay.
off.
probably didn't math, but I don't think the Divine Fury would count. Well, maybe it would.
You would get Divine Fury because this is the first time in the turn you hit that guy. It's each turn, I believe. It's not per round.
Yeah.
All right, so he goes down. Go ahead and do your movement now, Malin, as you rush
Alright.
up.
Go up to him. So do I have? Is it auto crits or just the first one?
Yeah, you have auto crit
If
on
you
him.
hit.
Okay,
And
so
advantage.
1,
Uh,
2, 3, 4.
All right, well let's do those one at a time because I have like 50
Mhm.
different math things. To do.
Sorry, we can go one at a time.
So 27 will strike as you rush up, punching him.
Okay, so I
and-
do this, and then do I just click it another time for the crit damage?
It's not exactly because the
D8.
damage has the modifiers, so you just get a D8 and a D4 added to what you rolled. Unfortunately, I don't think
Okay.
there's a way to force a crit roll. If there is, I don't
Okay.
know what it is for roll 20. There probably
And
is,
I will-
actually.
I will expend a second level smite, which is a 3d8. So that would be a 68 because it's a crit, right?
Yeah. So let's see.
I
11,
maxed out the
12, 24. And then you do a second level smite for another
Goddamn.
37. So 61.
Okay.
As you punch him very hard with the first hit, taking him to near dead.
Oh, okay. So I didn't need to use all my punches.
Yeah.
Second punch.
I generally like one at a time for attacks,
My bad.
just because there's a
My
lot
bad.
of stuff to do. 21 will strike with the second one. Doing another 9 and 4, which, no, it doesn't drop him yet, but you do roll the D8 and D4 for the crit. That will bring him down.
Can I just like bring his head down? It's like you
Oh,
guys are
shit.
not really good at this, and like ripped his head off.
Well, I don't know if you're strong enough to rip his head off, but you could probably like explode
Punch
it
it
with
off.
a thunder uppercut.
Well,
Or
I'm
do you-
gonna like just like blow with like my divine energy, then
Shatter
explodes
his
in my hands.
jaw.
Yeah, more likely with all that radiant and thunder and lightning, it's probably like an explosion.
Dark radiant. Just
Yeah.
I have to get the aesthetics out.
Yeah. So the energy just blows him up as he falls over.
Okay.
Anything else as your thunder fists crackle menacingly?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up here and use my other 2 punches on him, one at a time, of course.
All right. So the punch, I mean, there's almost no way you're going to miss these guys. Yeah, 24 will strike. For 7, 8, and crit.
There's a 5% chance you're gonna miss.
15, all right.
And
That's true,
I'll
there is a
blow
5%.
a first level smite on that, so that's a 48.
All right, yep, another 4D. Is it 2D8 or 3D8? I guess, yeah, it's 2D8.
Well, it's 2d8, so it's crits. It's 48.
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking
Yeah.
if it's, that's
First level
undead,
only.
though. All right,
Yeah.
so another 9 dark radiant energy punch. And final attack. Yep, you blast him with another thunder punch.
Love it.
Boom.
Do
There you go.
another 11, 12, 13, 18. All right. He's still looking
And,
pretty healthy.
And another.
Another smite.
First level. Yeah, another first level smite.
All right.
Oh, alright. Nice.
So another 23, which will wound him. All right. Anything else?
Oh, good.
Uslag.
Okay. Just finishing off these back or frontline people. This is sort of the back line now. Oh, let's see. Can I move into flame?
So he looks like he's gonna swing at Chomsky again now once his turn comes
Oh
up.
yeah.
Trying to
You got Carl on
Gonna
the
allow
other
that.
side of you.
baseball bat him. Yeah, so you rush up, cutting him.
Oh.
Nice.
It's the same round, so no divine fury for that.
No, you would get Divine
Sorry.
Fury. This is a different
Okay.
turn. So, you also get Arapel stuff.
Yeah. Nice.
So 28, 32, 33. That will bring him down as you just like cut
Okay.
right into his belly, disemboweling him.
Okay, so then I could start
Chomsky,
moving towards.
you fall
Dex save.
taking 3 points of damage.
Sorry, Chomsky.
Falling prone on the ground. Oof.
Ah,
As the giant drops you.
40.
At least he
okay.
doesn't land on me.
It's true.
Yeah.
Alright,
And I'll
you
just
come
continue
rushing
my
up.
movement towards. Yeah.
Alright, Arapel.
I will try to begin moving in that direction.
Alright, so you're pushing up, advancing on the paralyzed back
15.
line.
20, 25. I think this is pretty much as far as I can get. So let's see, what actions do I have at this range? Oh wait, I'm sorry. Before I moved, when I started my turn, I think it's only. Where was I? Was I here?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
looks right.
Oh, all right. Well, Chomsky, you and I get 1 HP.
Yeah.
Arapel
Thank
does the like altar
Team player.
boy thing, dong dong, like with the
All
incense.
right. So that was kind of fun.
Body,
right,
body of Christ, body
Hey,
of
okay,
Christ.
you know, the best thing about the sensor is like actually like when we have people that are unconscious, like it can bring you all up
Yeah.
in one round.
We need like a church like singing sound effect when you use that.
All right, so I guess I'll just do like a sacred flame
All right.
on the one to the south, I guess.
So you hurl some holy energy at the southern one who's paralyzed.
Oh man, it's broken. All right, so it's
He can't dodge, so it's not.
dexterity saving throw 17, DC 17.
Yeah, it auto hits him. He's
Oh,
paralyzed.
Okay, so that's 3d8. Oh, would it be 68?
No, you don't crit with spells unless
Okay.
it's an attack.
All right, there we go.
All right, so you throw a bunch of holy searing magic, and he is burned a bunch, but still up. Anything
That's
else?
my turn. That's all I got.
All right, Professor Chomsky, you're on the ground cursing because the big giant's dead next to
Oh,
you.
I'm on the ground.
Yes,
So I got to stand up and spend half my movement.
you do. Giants are jerks.
Curses. In that case, I will spend half my movement, move 10 feet there, and that is all of my movement. I was going to climb on top of him, but I'll do that and throw a mind sliver on this one.
Whoa.
What's going on? All right, Hohenheim, you're about to lose concentration on your spell if you keep that up. All right. So this guy gets a int save.
You don't know it was me. It could have been anybody.
I can see your color. You are the color of the line that appeared. Nice try on that bluff check.
And then bonus action, tell Carl to run up.
You see, you lost
Yeah.
inspiration for that one.
Yeah.
Punch.
All
I
right.
think Hohenheim is never inspired.
So Carl rushes up using a force blast. Oh yeah, that definitely hits. And that would crit. So extra,
An extra
D. Yeah, D8 and an extra D. Yeah. So 11, 12, 13, 16. All right. Oh, and he is badly wounded now as Carl just rushes up and slams a blast into his stomach. Carl went. The fire giant is dead. Hohenheim.
I am just going to firebolt on the top one.
All right. Yeah, 19 would strike it. As he is seared for 11 fire damage, but still standing.
It's a weak roll. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep. Oh, actually, I'm gonna move forward 30, but yeah, that's it.
All right.
Try to get in Ares range.
The fire giant cannot make the save at this point because of the mind sliver, so I'm not even going to roll for him. This one might.
Nat 20, let's go.
Nope.
Wait,
Melman.
can't the top one, if he rolls a nat 20, doesn't that technically proceed?
No, surprisingly, you can't auto fail and make saves in 5th. I thought you did, but I looked it up at one point, and I don't think you can.
Okay.
House
Yeah.
rules.
It's only house rules. It's only attack rolls that works for. I could be wrong, but I thought I looked that up recently. If someone can prove me wrong, sure, let me know. But Valaman, what do you want to do?
Val's gonna move down here.
All right, you rush at that guy, figuring they have the other one in check. 26 strikes. The first punch, doing 6, 7, 14, 18 on the first hit.
Am I getting the crits still or whatever?
Yes, you did crit on
So
that. That's why.
second D8. Okay, for the empowered arms.
Oh, right, because it's an extra D8 per round. Got it. So another 2.
Okay.
21 on the second hit. Yeah, that'll punch him. Doing 3, 6 is 9, and one more D8.
Okay, one more D8.
16 for the second hit.
Okay, key empowered strikes.
Key empowered strikes. What do you mean?
Spent the key for the next for flurry of blows.
Oh, flurry. Okay. Yeah, 20 will strike. Doing another 6.
Radiant.
7, 8. Man,
Okay.
all those ones. And another D8.
Oop, sorry.
Yeah, that would
Click
be a
too
crit.
soon.
So 14. As you're just
Okay.
unloading on this guy. And 26 will hit with the last one. Doing 8.
8.
There it is.
There we go.
16,
D8, and then
there's
I
the
roll the
one.
one.
Alright, he is very wounded from the onslaught of attacks. Alright,
Okay.
that's it for you.
Turn end.
This giant is dead. This one is dead. Malin.
Okay, punchy time. I mean, very epic, you know. All right.
Thunder gauntlets crackling with dark energy. 15 will strike,
Yes.
and that will bring this one down.
Okay, I know you have to get these rolls. Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna I'm like very lightly strolling over to this guy, and
Alright.
also just slugging him.
Alright, yeah, 27 strikes him with the first one. 4, 16, 17. You also get another. Yeah, there it is. 17, 28. And he goes down as well. Alright, the party is safe for now. As you.
Do a little crack of the knuckles. A little roll of the neck.
Yeah.
Slow start, but
Hello. I
came
have
up in the end.
I have 9 rounds of my sensor aura left. Would I be able to get you
Yeah. So does that heals once per
It's
round, right? To everyone
one
within
d4
it.
at the start of my turn? Yeah.
I don't.
So if you tell everyone to group up, you can roll the 9d4, and everyone who groups up with you will get that.
Huddle.
Everyone huddle, and then some
Team huddle.
some holy,
Smoky
24.
guys.
some church music.
Post
How's everyone doing?
Everyone gains 24 if you need it.
Yes, I actually do badly. Actually, no, I don't. I look at 82. I'm like, yeah, that's a little low for me. I usually don't take this much damage.
It's actually. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, what do you
Wow,
all
it's
want
like-
to do?
Loot thine bodies.
All
Yeah.
right. So yeah, they would have some giant essence, which you can get with a nature check.
Oh,
I
guess I
got
can
it,
help with
got
that.
it. Yeah, thank you.
I don't usually do this. This is usually Chauncey's thing, but I can help.
All right.
Just roll to help.
So you would collect. That's right.
I believe we should return immediately to the cave and
Take
attempt
them by
to take out-
force.
take out the remaining fire giants there. We know not what the one with the great shield is capable of, but beyond that, I believe we could finish
Still
it
the same
quickly.
amount.
Do we
Yeah.
keep watching or fight right away?
We
I mean,
we
I'm
have them
down
funneled
to-
into us. I can enlarge Uslag or Valaman. Can anybody else support that or enlarge the other?
You would find also if you're, I assume you're searching them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the big fire giant has what looks like a map of the area with several markings on
I like maps.
The markings we should examine more closely at a later time to see if they may have meaning.
it. You said, can you read giant with your thing, or can you just speak it? Because there is some giant written on the map. Spoken.
Broken.
Yeah, it looks all purely
Okay.
spoken.
So yeah, the symbols would just look weird to you. You're not sure what they say.
But if they
Cool.
read it, then would I not understand what they say?
Well, yeah, if he read it out loud, but
Okay.
he's not reading it.
Read it out loud.
Who's gonna
Someone
read it
raise
out
Dad
loud?
and make him read it.
No, it's not like it's written in English and he would sound it out. It's written in giant. They have different letters.
If
So
you
that
read a
was
document
map
in
of-
Spanish to somebody who speaks Spanish, they understand what you read.
Yeah,
I
but
can
this
prove
is
this
this
because
is
I have Hispanic people
this
I've
is
trained
more
that
like
way.
trying to read in like Chinese versus like
Damn it.
Spanish. It would be different symbols.
Alphabet.
Yeah,
All
different
right,
alphabet.
So,
but-
House rules.
Yeah, house rules.
Okay.
It looks like though the yeah, you're pretty like they were headed towards one of the locations because it looks like the marking is like maybe 30 minutes away.
Ooh, we doing that? Or we going back to the cave?
Let us return to the cave and take care of those we've been surveilling.
Let's finish the threats.
Well,
That
all
is
right.
what-
So I'm all for, running in and going nukem dukem on them. But for A, we did spend
Who's
a little
nukem
resources.
dukem?
We can
Never
only
mind.
hold 2 if we rush into another fight.
And
Are giants humanoids?
it's the same number
No,
that we
they're
did.
giants.
Poop.
And
Yes,
it's
they
still
have
the
very
same
much
5 of them. So
No, they're giants.
Sorry, Malin, what are you saying?
well, as a minimum, I'd like to request a rest so we can regain some resources.
At minimum,
Um,
a short rest. Yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm also very game for continuing this, guerrilla strategy. That we see all these groups coming up to this cave, and then we just start, taking them all down.
Wasted.
Or because there's still 4 or 5 of them with one big guy, but
But we
again,
risk,
like I said,
we risk those that are in the cave that we've been watching coming out. They may even have left while we've been here.
oh no, I'm absolutely for going back and observing what's happening in the cave. I'm just saying, bum rushing into the cave,
Not a good idea.
Well,
I still think I can
some
take
of us
the-
will gain nothing from a short rest, so we should be.
While you guys are short resting, I will.
We're gonna short rest
don't
when we get back. Not right
Cool.
now.
I think that's
that's
what,
wise.
that's
Yeah.
what
Oh, we're
she's
gonna
saying.
go back to
Yeah.
our little perch.
Just
Yeah.
to keep
If
an eye and make sure they
or
don't
what are you
leave.
thinking, Arapel? Sorry, I shouldn't have been.
Oh no, I think that's fine. Let's go back and if for those who would benefit from the short rest, we can just start watching the cave again.
Cool.
I think-
Did these giants have anything on them?
It's in the
just
chat.
just that map.
Yeah,
Oh.
You got
Cool.
the essence in that
I noted.
that strange
Map.
map with giant
Cool,
written on
great.
it.
Super sorry. I won't interrupt you again.
That's okay. But actually, I just realized, wow, it's already 8 o'clock. Why don't we do a break? Because I've been having to pee. So let me go pee. And yeah, you guys can discuss what you're doing next, which it sounds like is just going to be fighting those giants. But yeah, I'll be back.
The goal.
I'm going straight for that. The shield dude. I love a good challenge. Just unload.
I
a
am
couple
going
punches.
to hold the shield, dude.
Even
Yeah,
better.
as
definitely
well.
give that a try. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, a little bit
priority
of
to
stunning
hold.
strikes on him. We need to make sure he doesn't move. Did you guys get a chance to read through his sheet
Who's she?
when Lou posted up the
The
leaders?
dreadnought.
Yeah, the
I
dreadnought.
tried
All
not
that
to
he
read
does.
it 'cause-
I mean, I'm aware of them out of character, but Arapel isn't, so I did not read it.
Oh, I thought that was what our understanding was from reading about him. and
Oh, I guess
learning
it depends
of
on
that
if you
person.
made a roll and if he told you knew that stuff. Yeah, if he told you your character knows that stuff, then yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, just linking it, like, you're not going to know that in character.
Oh.
I think we have a really good strategy here, and you know this is going very, very smoothly. Obviously, if they were better at those saves from the paralysis, then we might have not been able to hold them as long.
Yeah,
If,
or if others get to you and break that concentration.
I think during our rests, Arapel's gonna like be schooling y'all on tactics, like,
I think we should
like
let me hold the dreadnought and one of the fire giants, and then you
yeah,
guys can kind
definitely
of
go for
hold
them.
it
Yeah.
front line for me and stunning strike, and deal with them as they're coming up, and try to just let the hold last as long as we can on them, so that way they're just kind of out of the fight, so we can just focus on the 4
And
that
remember
are
the
going to be dealing damage.
4 or 5 fire giants, like even if you are able to hold the dreadnought, 4 or 5 fire giants is going to be more difficult than the 5 hill giants we had here. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even without my Fury of Blows and Uslog, we were able to drop them to half health first round of hit.
Yeah. And another thing to keep in mind
can
is,
hit them.
again, in this battle, it wasn't a big deal, but in a battle that's closer, things like taking oppies that we don't need to take, or
Yeah.
leaving enemies alive that are at near death.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those 2 giants got 2 actions that they wouldn't have gotten if you guys had finished them off before going for the paralyzed ones. And in
Yep.
this fight,
I
it
was
didn't
just
matter,
worried about the
but-
fire giant taking off.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, if those had been fire giants next to us, absolutely Val wouldn't have done that. But
Well,
he
and they
was
ended up
concerned about a
missing.
higher level
And-
person being
and-
able to save on that paralysis and then
Mhm.
coming back to absolutely wreak havoc.
And
we took,
to
like-
reinforce
But
that,
until that
We
happens,
took like
right?
3 oppies that we didn't need to take, and we also allowed them 4 attacks that we didn't need to allow them. And again, in this fight, it worked out fine. It was not a big deal, but in some fights that could be dire.
no, I
Yeah,
agree.
So
I mean,
if
like,
the-
the only
if the
reason I was
creature's
doing
like
that
stunned,
was
yeah.
because I
Sorry,
had
if the
like.
creature's. Go ahead,
Okay.
Dan. I'll let you go first.
Oh no, just my point is like I only took that because I have a really high AC, so I was
Yeah.
like they have to roll insanely high to get a hit on me.
Right,
I'm
right.
just thinking
But
we'd
still,
let them
like
have all these extra attacks on us.
besides the oppie against you, there was still they both went after you before any of your allies went. So when you left them, even if they missed you, they still got their turns.
Yeah.
And
So if a
honestly, most of
creature's,
my
like,
most of my
stunned-
characters wouldn't actually be the strategic, but Arapel definitely would be. So I feel like this is the kind of stuff we would like talk about while we're resting.
Okay,
Don't forget I
if
have
they're
your
like stunned
vortex
or
board.
paralyzed, just let them go and just focus on the guys that are currently dealing
Yeah.
damage, right? And
Yeah.
then if they become unparalyzed later on in the fight, we can deal with it then.
Yeah,
But if
obviously
they're not actively
Stun
doing
is one
something,
round, so stun. I feel like we should focus attack on anything that's stun.
True,
because
yeah. Obviously,
that's only one
they
round,
could
but,
potentially escape the paralyzed. Like sometimes people are going to escape crowd controls, and then of course we have to deal with them. But if they are crowd controlled, then that's our chance to try and get rid of the ones that aren't crowd controlled, so that we aren't as overwhelmed when we go back and focus on the ones that are, or if they get loose. Yeah.
Question: how many times can you recast Hold Monster?
it's a 5th level spell. So
Well, you can concentrate as many
Well-
spell slots as you have, but you can only concentrate on one casting.
Right. But let's say like Dreadnought gets free, and we want to retry the paralysis. How many
Oh yeah, you
fifth
can
level spell
cast it
slots?
again. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Because
a
I mean
5th
I
level spell slot.
I do like that juicy crit auto crit damage. I mean.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like I'm gonna get 4 punches in a turn. I'm gonna blow all my 3rd level spell slots and my 3rd level and my 2nd level spell slots and do what is that? So that's 3d8, 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 4d8. So that's 7 plus 6. There's 26. If I can do 26 d8 in a single turn, that's pretty juicy to me.
Do you guys
Yeah,
want
but-
Crusader? Do you guys want Crusader's Mantle again, or what do you think?
All right, I'm back.
That's
Well,
first
any
party.
sort of
I love it.
buffing is going to be beneficial.
I mean, I would like if there's like healing one thing because I'm going to try to soak up as much damage as possible. If things goes bad, like I said, I have one little trick up my sleeve, but I need
Noam Chomsky has 10.
I need to be up. I need to be above half health for it not to go awry.
Sure.
All right.
I won't be able to use my sensor's healing aspect again until a long rest. But I still have most of my spell slots, and I still have my healer's feat, so I haven't
I
used
burned
my
a
healer's
decent
feat
amount
on
of
any- yeah.
spell slots. That's my concern for the rest. Because if
Yeah.
we're going into more protracted fight, I wouldn't be like like willy nilly. Like I would save up more spell slots for shields, personally.
You
Oh,
guys,
he's
yeah, I'm back. So, is everyone back?
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're returning to our little surveillance peak and start resting while we watch the cave mouth.
All right.
If we can take the long rest, just take a long rest.
So you
Ooh,
are.
I got an idea.
What do you guys think if we just wait the day out, and if we don't notice anything by tomorrow, then we go in?
I think we
Yeah.
gotta go in tonight because more people will show up.
We
And
can
we'll
go
make
first
the
thing in
part.
the morning. That'll give us a long rest, and then we can just go first thing in the morning. If we find that there are more parties going out, we can follow them and just bum rush them right away. Maybe get a short rest in, but
You want to
might
pass
be
the whole
better.
day? Didn't we just wake up?
Yes.
By the time you get back, it would be 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty early in the day.
I mean, I'm ready to go again. I'm just thinking about for mana.
Yeah. No.
And just watching for the day.
Short
and
rest
guerrilla
is cool.
tactics.
How many spell slots would I get back from a short rest? Sorry, I don't know that.
I don't think you get any back.
Ew. Oh, that's problematic.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you
only
have
get.
like arcane recovery or something like that.
Well, no, not as a multi-class. I don't think
Oh, I know
paladins.
he wouldn't.
I
yeah.
definitely don't.
Yeah, I don't think paladins get any spell slots back on
But if we're just sitting here, I mean, I feel like we could get the short rest. Or see what happens in that hour to see whether that.
Yeah,
But
you want to try
I
to.
think a short rest is important. But
Do you want to try to pass an hour up here?
I'm all for going straight in, but it sounds like we want to take.
oh, I'm
we
also
want to at least take a short rest because
Yeah,
we blew a
short
lot
rest
in that last.
and
Those who can get stuff back on a short rest
Yeah.
and blew
Right,
it.
yeah, an
I would
hour
just-
for some people to get stuff back would be way more beneficial. I mean, those guys are inside the cave. We're still going to do the same thing. I don't see an hour being that detrimental to our end goal of just bum rushing in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you attempt to pass an hour. Let's see if anything happens. Nope, nothing happens. So an hour would pass. You can spend one of your short rests if you want. It's now 11.
Do we know for certain that they are still in there? Have we heard anything or seen anyone take a potty break?
There's still smoke coming out. You probably haven't seen them coming out to pee anymore, actually.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna smell in there, guys.
They might be peeing inside somewhere.
They're scared.
They might be suspicious because their
I
people
think-
have gone missing.
Well, it's possible that they might also. I don't know. They could get the jump on us if we rush in. I'm not sure.
I mean, like I said, I actually, well, I'm gonna be upfront. I only have one first level, 2 second level, and 1 third level spell slot. So I'm not exactly in shape to go nuke 'em on any of them. Like I can still
Well,
relatively
we
be
knew
fine.
we were likely facing these guys next and the hill giants were the lesser foe. Like so,
Well, I
I mean,
didn't expect we'd be right away. I felt like we were gonna go one, like fight them, go back, stake it out again.
short rest.
Well, long rest between encounters.
well, we can't long rest between every encounter. It's actually amazing that we've gotten as many rests here
Yeah.
in these encounters as we have. There's a lot of times where that won't work out as.
I mean, you
smoothly
could
as it
try to
has.
wait a day, see if. I mean, they might wait. It kind of depends on what their mindset is at this point.
Can we
If they're waiting
I-
for
that's-
people, or if they're like now getting worried because because you don't really know, were they expecting these guys to come back today? Were they expecting like a long wait? Were they expecting more guys to come in? But yeah, it's hard to know exactly. So
Do we have any familiars? I know
Do
I have
you?
one, but mine would be quite obvious unless I resummoned him.
I think I have my silver raven, but I think it's kind of different than a familiar. Like I can't see through it or anything. I don't.
Like I don't necessarily want to use Chomsky's big magic to take a peek, but I kind of want to take a peek, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
This wouldn't do
You
that.
have someone who's stealthy? Yeah, you could send a stealther in.
I mean, I'm sort of stealthy, but that's
Boost.
not my specialty.
Wait, Uslog, don't you you have an affinity with the little critters and beasts, don't you? Could you-
Yeah, if that's Arapel asking that, like in character, Uslag would sort of
Do you think we're
look
Sorry.
a little crestfallen because
Oh.
that is something that is no longer accessible to her. She kind of picks up her cracked totem and says, like, no,
Oh.
that connection's been lost.
Arapel looks
Really sad about it.
for you.
Beep, beep, boop. Alright.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
Consequences of death.
Yeah.
I'm down for taking beacon, whatever that might be. But if we want an encounter, I would humbly request a long rest, and then after that, I'll be more conservative with my uses, and I'm like, ready for the fight.
Matt,
Well,
what do you think?
I don't know if we can take a long rest. Might be better just to go in now.
Oh, did you say you were sending a stealther in to check it out?
No, we were discussing if we had any critters or
Oh, okay.
companions or that could, but
I could send my raven in, but I wouldn't be able to see through it.
yeah.
I think it might be able to report back to me, though. I don't know. I've never.
We've got them funneling out. If we are able to pull them out, we might be able to minimize that front. Not get surrounded.
Alright, well, let me know what you guys want to do.
Chomsky kind of wants to charge in, or will hang out at the front and pull them out and kill them.
Well, if you know if you're at the front of the cave, assuming, well, if you get them to run out, that would be good, but they could also just throw rocks at you from in the cave, depending on, like,
Yeah,
how...
those rocks seem to hit harder than their fists, at least the hill giants.
Yeah, true that.
So yeah, it depends on, how smart they are. Which generally these guys aren't super smart.
Well, separate angle. Why don't we just wait for one of them to leave, and then we jump him instantly?
I like that.
Alright.
Alright, so passing some time to see what happens, is that the consensus?
Seems like it.
Yeah, fine with either.
Let's see, what do they do? Alright, so time is passing as you're up here keeping an eye out. Say it's about 5 o'clock when you start to hear a bunch of noise coming from the cave.
Okay.
5 in the evening, that is.
How much time has passed?
That would be
7 hours.
6 hours, because it was 11.
Not bad.
Don't want to be that guy, but is that a long rest?
No, you can only long rest once a day. So it would be on.
We already long rested today?
Yeah.
We woke up at like
so-
8 or 9 a.m. and then we went and had a fight, and then an hour later we said, let's long
Yeah, we
rest
have to wait.
again.
Yeah, so
Look at our schedule.
Okay,
so mechanically, you can rest. This party right now is set to rest at 8 a.m. every day. So that's when you would
Gotcha.
finish your long rest, unless you
Okay.
don't sleep.
I thought if you had like 6
Like
hour
we-
6 hour
We
time
can
slot.
spend the day resting, but we don't benefit from a
Yeah,
long rest
to-
mechanically until 8
okay.
a.m.
To
Alright,
get
that's fine.
to get the benefits, it's just you can only do it
Never
once
mind.
per day.
That's
every-
probably why there was the miscommunication. Because I thought if you have like a 6 hour, 7 hour times aim, that counts as a long rest. That's my bad.
Yeah, no worries. Let me check something. just Oops. Wait, what? What is that?
Yeah, you're giving feedback, bud.
I am?
Yeah, little bits. You're good now.
Alright, why
I
isn't
lied.
this working?
Should we have our tokens out, like, or
Yeah, sure. Why don't you put your placement up on the top there? I'm trying to do something, but it's not working.
I'm definitely gonna have the bonus field prepped.
Alright, well, here. Just FYI. This is the wording of the long rest. And you can see in the third paragraph there, 1 per 24 hour.
Gotcha.
But in any case, there is some noise as the big guy emerges. And it sounds like there are more behind him. Do you want to do anything at this point? Or are you going to watch?
I mean, via the bond, I'd be like, this might be our chance.
Let me wait until I can see a second guy, and then
Let's
I'll...
prep, because if they're leaving, let's see how many leave. If all of them leave, well, obviously we're going to follow them. If most of them leave, some are left back, we can just... I mean, we could probably track them easily enough, and we just jump the guys behind that were left behind, and then, you know...
Give me some stealth checks up there.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
shit.
So I forgot, these guys have pretty good perception.
Oops.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
I can't believe I rolled so good.
Alright.
Sorry.
So, so as the third guy is walking out, Arapel, as she's like trying to move into a hidden position, will make some noise, and he will look up and say, "There's someone up there." Give me initiative rolls.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Well, we've got
There
some
we go.
interesting terrain to fight on, at least.
We've got the high ground.
Yeah.
Have the high ground.
6. Right again. Try again.
Valman was ready.
Alright. So, as he yells that, the first to be able to act is Valaman. What do you want to do? So the guy yells, "There's someone up there!" And they're all looking up there now. They saw Arapel. What did the rest of you roll? Actually,
I didn't roll, or I didn't have my token selected.
I mean for your stealth rolls.
Chomsky got a 7.
Yeah.
I got 18.
Val
Yusuf
got a
15.
22.
So
Malin got
they
16.
would...
15.
Okay, so they see everyone
I
but
don't-
Hohenheim and Valaman as they look up there. So they don't see you two yet. You two are stealthed. But yeah, Valaman, so you're hidden. What do you want to do?
Is summoning my astral self going to compromise my being hidden?
I don't think so, because it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just a
necessarily...
spectral summoning. Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, make a. It's not a spell cast. There's no like verbal component, so I don't. I think you're okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna burn my 2 key and summon my arms and visage,
All right, go
and
ahead
I
and
can
link it.
opt out to take the body. So, arms.
So from hiding, you suddenly sprout a bunch of astral arms, and that's a
Yep.
action or bonus action. Looks like bonus action,
Bonus action there.
and that's 1 key point.
1 key point. Yep.
right. Anything else? That's
Nope,
10
because I
minutes.
can't use 2 bonus actions in the place of an action and a bonus, correct?
Nope. You still have your action. You could, like, rush out, take the dodge action, or just keep hiding.
It's gonna take the dodge action.
Alright, so you ready for possible attacks. Arapel, you are the next act. You are not hidden at all. In fact, you're kind of the reason they looked up here. Beep boop. Whoops.
I was only a little bit more noisy than Chomsky.
Yeah. Chomsky, like,
Why don't we
drops
let
a bunch
them-
of pots and pans as you kick a bunch of rocks down the side. It's like,
Oh,
what?
see if
Oh,
we-
God.
Let's see if they want it. They can try to charge us.
I'll try to move to the cliff edge and do a sacred flame on this guy.
Alright, so you go to the edge there, and that will officially start the combat. So they see you a little bit clearer as you walk up, throwing a bunch of sacred fire down the cliff. What's the distance on that?
60.
Ooh, that's close, because it's down a little too.
Oh, would he have to
Uh,
move further?
Let's see. So it's about, I want to say that was like a 40-foot drop down to
Oh.
there. Because you guys are pretty high up, so that might be out of
Oh.
range. Do you have
Okay.
something
40-foot
longer range?
drop. And
Yeah,
what's
because
the-
remember when you first came up here, you had to kind of go around and up the back.
What's the distance to?
Well, I remember we went up
less
the
or
back
50?
because I thought we did that just to be more stealthy.
50-40 Hohenheim.
Yeah, you need 64 feet to get to there.
Oh, so I guess you could like hop down onto the cliff below, but then you'd have to climb back up.
If I wanted to go back up.
True. It is much easier for them to climb as they're all like 20 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about this? How many of them have emerged? 3?
Oh, they're not 20 feet. They're like 15-ish. But yeah, you see 3, and you do hear more noise in the cave.
All right. I guess I'll just dodge.
All right.
Does dodge help with ranged attacks?
Oh yeah, as long as it's not a saving throw. Well, and it still does help with dex saves. All right,
Okay.
so you take the dodge action. Uslog.
Okay. She will move up here. 20 feet there. So you said it's about like 60 or so feet to this guy.
I mean, it's
that kinda
a
what we
it's
calculated?
a 30-foot drop. Or did I say
I was
40
throwing-
feet?
You said 40-foot drop.
So 40-foot drop, and he's 50 feet away.
That gives you 64 feet away to hit.
Okay, so I can throw my javelin at disadvantage to see if I can. Well, it's probably going to be bad because they are hard to hit as it is.
Hohenheim does some trigonometry. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Pythagorean
64
theorem
feet.
Once again, I'll be like,
calculator.
do some math for me.
great.
real quick."
Pythagorean.
Yeah.
So actually,
Pythagoras.
no, I don't want to do this while I'm at disadvantage. I will just do my javelin of returning at disadvantage at that first guy. Rage first. Like I'm just getting this started. Disadvantage.
So this is
Probably
the
misses.
first official attack. So basically, yeah, like you rush up, throw your javelin, and it basically just dents his armor. He yells, "They're
Huh.
attacking! Look out!" Anything else?
Well, it returns to my hand and I throw it again.
Dink.
So again at disadvantage.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh,
16
16
again.
will once again bounce off his very thick armor.
It's worth a try.
That's
Do I
Not so
want to
easy when
hop
they're
down?
not paralyzed.
I'm debating hopping down, but
Oh, interesting.
she will just debate
Just-
that for the rest of her turn.
I'm just gonna fight everyone. All right, so that's it for you. The
Yeah.
Dreadnought yells, "How dare you! Kill the ball!" And he's gonna move up difficult terrain. How far can he move? Hang on one moment. He can move... Oh, not that fast. Makes sense, he's got a bunch of armor on. So he kind of comes up this way. He's going to continue moving with a dash coming up the side here. To 30 feet over to here. As he is coming up around... Yeah, that's it for him. Inside the cave... another one is going to emerge. Using some movement. He looks up, sees a bunch of stuff. He's going to pick up a rock and hurl it at Uslog. Which luckily is long range because of the Pythagorean theorem.
Love Pythagorean theorem. My favorite theorem.
Nope, it goes flying past you.
Something misses me.
Mallet.
I'm just gonna walk over here. Do we think the dreadnoughts can get to us next turn, guys, or you still got some time?
If he climbs, he probably can. If he's walking around, you would guess he's probably gonna climb up, but he'd have to stow his shield to do that. So it really depends. If he's walking around, it would probably take him another turn.
Well, if he climbs up, then if he climbs up, then he wouldn't maybe be able to make the attack that turn, or would he?
Yeah, he'd probably be slowed. It would be, like I said, kind of be hard to say for sure. But
all
yeah,
right,
you're guessing he's 2 turns away, probably.
I mean, I'm just gonna go and let me see how my resources are doing. I'm just gonna go full conservation mode. I'm just gonna go activate my bonus shield. Well, actually, yeah, bonus shield, and then I'm gonna, Crimson Rights again. So that's a roll 1d4. Just some more setup. Get 1. Okay. So I'll just -1 on my temp HP. Yeah, that's it. I just point to him and say, "You guys are really not bright at this, are you?"
Alright, so this guy down here... He's annoyed he can't easily get to anything, so he's gonna move over this way and hurl a rock as well at Uslog.
Bring it.
15?
That just hits.
Alright, so the rock smashes into you. Luckily you're raging, right? So you take 10 bludgeoning. Hohenheim.
Okay, so I am going to twin hold monster.
You have to get to a ledge to see them.
Even though they're 20 feet tall?
Yeah, because it's 30 feet down, so they're blocked by the mountain right now. And remember, the snow is difficult terrain.
So if I go, like, here, can I see him?
Where's here? I didn't see
Or
anything.
here, you didn't move or ping.
Oh, can you not see that? I queued it.
So, depending on who, if you want to target the ones on the south side, you could just walk over to here and do it. The other bigger one, you cannot see him from there. You'd have to be like over here. So right now, you could probably target these guys down here. You don't see their leader though, because he went along the side of the rock. Decisions.
And I can't cast 2 spells if I quicken one of them, right? Because it's a bonus action, and that's not...
Yeah, you...
oh, you know what?
You can only do 2 if one of them is a cantrip, if you're doing a bonus action.
I am going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
So I can see him if I'm here. If I go all the way down right next to Uslug, I can see the Dreadnought and the guys down
Yeah,
south.
and that is all your movement. That's 60 feet.
Okay, perfect. And then I am going to twin cast. I am going to quicken and twin cast Hold Monster.
Alright, go ahead and link those.
So that's 7 total I'm burning.
Alright, so you burn 7 points.
So 0
As
there.
you chant,
-5
one of them yells,
there.
they have a spellcaster.
Alright. So first one's on the big guy here.
He growls as he sees you chanting, knowing you're doing magic. So that is a wisdom save.
And the other one is on this far guy over here.
Big guy, 18,
Fail.
I think just fails it.
Nice.
So he is going to stiffen up. And you said this guy over here?
Yep.
Okay. Nope, he is held as well. Alright, so yeah, you paralyze the two of them.
Alright, I'm gonna put on the timer. And I'm concentrating, and that is turn. So that wait, that was only I still should have more movement speed, right?
No,
Because I
you
have
use
30, but-
you use 60 to get there because it was difficult
That
to
was
get through
only-
the snow.
That was only because I was right here, right? And that wasn't a full 60 feet though. That was 40.
I counted
Plus-
60.
The difficult terrain in the snow doubles it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you had run out of movement.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yep. I see. All right.
Alright.
Yep. That's my turn.
So another guy emerges from the cave, looking around. He will look up, see you chanting and casting spells, and he's gonna throw a rock at you.
I still have my reaction, so good to know.
16?
I am going to use my reaction and shield.
Alright.
It's shield, right?
So you throw your hand up, casting shield as the rock shatters off of the force shield, sending a bunch of rubble everywhere. Another one comes out of the cave. He's gonna come out. I'm gonna put him here. Difficult terrain. He comes out over here. He's gonna hurl a rock up at you as well. Ooh, I think 24 is going to hit you.
It does.
I'll take that damage.
Alright. So you take 31 bludgeoning, protecting him from the hit.
Ooh. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's it for him.
So I don't have to worry about breaking my con then.
Well, not yet. Although this guy, seeing that you are casting spells, is also... They know about
Fuck this
wizards.
dude.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck your spells. 18, I think
That hits.
just... Does it? I thought that would still miss you. Because you have the
would
shield
still be
going.
upright.
Shield.
I thought I had 13 natural. Let me
Oh,
double check.
well, yeah.
Oh, I do have 14. Yeah, it is 19. Sorry.
So yeah, the shield will hold, keeping the rock at bay. New round, Gnome Chomsky.
See,
And sorry, I just realized we are at 8:30, so we might want to stop here before we go into a new round. Also, why are you before Valaman?
Yeah, how's the 19 trump of 23?
Did we skip you
Well,
last
Well, he
turn?
didn't get to go the first round because
Yeah,
he wasn't on
Valvin
the
and I
order
didn't
when we
get to
started.
Let's
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both of us.
Got it. So sure, I'll have you guys go at the end of the round. So Valaman, what are you doing?
Do we want to... Or
Wait, Gnome
we-
hasn't gone, and Gnome.
Yeah,
and
Gnome
Val
needs to
started.
go. I will be at the top of the
Yeah.
next round.
Oh, because you went already.
Correct.
I see. Why are you there then? That's weird. Okay, Gnome, so I'll say you can go before we end here. What are you doing?
I am scooting a little bit closer and casting Vortex Warp on Hohenheim
Wow, wow. All right. So you chant,
and throwing him back there.
putting him back where?
Way back there.
Oh shit.
All right.
Okay.
Wow. So you are vortex warped back there. And go ahead and think of a spell.
And yeah, I guess I forgot to roll for Carl. But I assume ball bearings and caltrops wouldn't affect these guys.
You don't think they would. These things are pretty big.
Cool. Then I will just have Carl run up and dodge.
All right, so Carl moves up for his turn. At that point, we go into the next round, and okay, yeah, it sorted it. So yeah, let's do MVP votes, and we will pick it up next time.
All right.
I'm trying to think, did anyone do good roleplay this game?
You know,
I ran around in the snow.
I should have gone and I challenged the guy to a
Uh,
1v1. I don't know why I didn't. I thought of that after my turn, right then and there.
I'll give one to Chomsky for the interesting interaction with the druid, because you were
Yeah.
you were getting into, so not a story point, but if you weren't inspired, you are
Inspiration.
now. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
That was cool seeing that mammoth walk up.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2, 3, 4. Do we have 6 here tonight? Yeah, so I need one more vote.
Oh, that's me. I keep forgetting the command.
It is this without parentheses. Hohenheim with 3 votes. You are MVP. Once again, the clutch hold monster.
So-
That's all I need to do to get MVP every game.
If it
One
works
spell.
out,
I mean, I guess 2 spells.
At least
it
against
is a,
things with low wisdom.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a-
yeah.
definitely a good
Yeah.
move. All right, yeah, good job, everyone. And we'll pick this up next week. And yeah, have a good evening. I'll take some notes if anyone needs to talk, but otherwise, I'll see you then.
Yep. What if it's 8:30?
Miriam, I hope you feel better.
I'm gonna have a bit of a time change. It's just gonna be.
Yeah, you said you're talking about going where?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Japan next week, so that's
Oh,
gonna
nice.
That's
be.
cool.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be 9:30 in the morning for me.
12
All right.
hours?
Yeah.
13 hours?
Are you still gonna play?
Yeah, I'm taking my laptop
Hell
with me.
yeah!
Morning.
I have
Monday.
a lot more inspiration.
All right, guys, I got plans. Have a good evening. It was a good
Good
game.
night.
Take care. Fun
Good night.
time.
Appreciate
Thank
your guys' love of Hold Monster.
See you all next
Uh,
week.
Yep.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, Matt, I'll probably give you a call here real quick. I'm gonna be going over to Mia's, so.
Cool.
All right, later.
Peace. I'm heading out as well. Mary, hope you feel better. Lou,
Thank
thank you
you.
for the session. That was fun.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Austin, I will see you next week, I suppose. Probably before then. We usually catch up.
Lou,
Yes.
as far as Nasira, I just saw your chats from earlier in the week.
Yeah.
I'm open to if there's a storyline you have in mind for her. I intentionally wrote less hooks for her just because that particular group doesn't really get too into the role play.
Yep.
and because like sometimes when I've spent a lot of time and like built a lot of stuff and like asked you like for dates and asked you for location names and like built everything around, then I don't know, like with Arapal, you know, being dwarven maid and like I don't know, like I don't know, sometimes it seems like all the stuff I prepare ends up getting kind of negated later or gets, I don't know, contradicts like your plans or something. So anyway, like when I was making Nasiera, she does have a backstory, but I
So,
intentionally didn't do too much that would really like.
is there something that you can think of that we might connect to what's going on in the game right now?
So the guy that she was looking for, is like a backstory character that she grew up with. Like they grew up together and then